The Mount Carmel Golden Aces, fresh off their conference opening victory last week, hit the road for the first time in LIC play this year. We are in Newton, Illinois tonight for the Aces and the high-flying Eagles, a team that loves to spread the football around. Hello again, everybody. Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kyle, this is going to be a big challenge for our defensive secondary, which has been challenged this year.
No doubt. Probably the biggest challenge to the Aces pass defense that we've seen this year. This Newton team has thrown for 633 yards on 93 pass attempts in 3 weeks. So that's 31 pass attempts per game on average. They've rushed the ball only 56 times in that same period of time. So expect to see the air assault of these Eagles tonight. Mount Carmel's going to have to be ready there defensively, and the Aces will get the ball first as Newton won the toss and deferred to the second half.
Hayden Mulvey is the quarterback for Newton. Those yardage totals Kyle gave you, that is the top figure in the LIC in terms of yardage gained. So he is at the top of the heap in the LIC. Mount Carmel's going to have to slow him down, but we gained a lot with Elliott Acree on the ground last week. River Dasher continues to grow, and our line is getting much better, and our defensive line especially.
Elliott Acree and Eki Militoni both go over 100 yards on the ground last week as they seem to have a pretty good rotation shifted out there. Hopefully that continues here for the Aces on the ground game this week as well. And River Dasher performed well too. Not a pick last week as he continued to mature and get better throwing the football. All things positive trending into this game for the Aces. Let's see if it can continue. It's Mount Carmel and it's Newton here with a call of this one. The Hall of Fame voice of the Golden Aces, Scott Allen.
Thank you, Kyle. The opening kickoff of tonight's ball game is brought to you by Corwin Printing. Discover the quality difference a professional printer can make. The Aces clad in their road white tops, maroon pants. Newton in their home uniforms, blue tops, orange pants, and orange numerals. Newton kicks from left to right. And the Aces will get the football first. Here comes the boot, and we're underway here in Newton. Taking it around the 15-yard line by the return man to the 20. Flag down as he's brought down shy of the 30-yard line.
For the Aces, that was Carmichael on the return, the senior. And it's an illegal block in the back against Mount Carmel, so we'll have a deeper start than what we initiated initially on the play. So we'll see. Looks like that is going to put us back inside about the 22-yard line or so.
So they threw the flag at the 32. He managed to get progress out that far. That'll mark us back probably to the 22, and that's where Mount Carmel will start tonight. The Aces looking to get off on a good foot. Remember the first two games, we fell way behind early. Last week, we solved that problem. Let's hope we keep that up now and get off the better starts.
6 seconds, one penalty for 10 yards. That's not a good start in that department.
So the Aces line it up with Dasher in the backfield with a setback to his left. And he will hand it off to Elliott Acree. Pounds right side, now turns it upfield, spins his way further, back across the 30 to around the 33. So he got most of those yards. In fact, more than that back on that first rush of the night.
Yeah, looks like he got about 8 yards on the play. So we'll take that all day if we're the Aces, as Acree makes it 2nd down and 2.
Mount Carmel, as I mentioned, moves right to left. Good crowd from Mount Carmel here tonight, and a good crowd here tonight for Newton. Aces will send 2 receivers out to the right side, and a kind of a tight end slides off to the right a little bit. And there is the quarterback keeping himself this time. Passed on the handoff to Acree and drove it to the right side to about the 34-yard line. That's good enough for the first down of the game.
Yeah, 1st and 10 Penn's Bowling Center first down as River Dasher's first carry goes for right about 2 yards, which he needed, call it 3, and the Aces are off and rolling.
34-yard line and line of scrimmage. Now they split the receivers. Red Andrews checks out wide to the left side. The Aces have a receiver to the right side as well, plus a wingback that way. And now, here's the handout. Ball carrier slides to the right side, and Elliott Acree gets a little push over the 40 to around the 41-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play, if not 6.
Yeah, more maybe than that. They continue to move that down box. Give him 7 on that carry. Acree's off and running well here. His second carry. This one goes for 7 yards.
Red Andrews checks out wide to the left side. Receiver out to the right as well. That is Shane Metter. Again, it's one setback to the left of the quarterback in the shotgun. River Dasher. It takes the snap. Hands it off again. Acre again. Pounds his way right side. First down and then some. Has a chance to break it. Dives across the 50 and across the 45 into Newton territory. And it's a first down from there.
What a run by Acre. He'll cross the 45. Maybe not. Call it the 45-yard line as Acre gets a lot of yards on that play. The biggest carry of the night. Another 10 Pins Bowling Center first down.
Last week, the Newton Eagles lost to Casey 28-7, but they were trailing only 7-0 and had the ball at the Casey 5-yard line. Late in the first half, fumbled it away. Casey scored before halftime, and they rolled on from there to the win. Now Kling in motion, slides H back left to the middle, stops there, and Dasher hands it off. Ball carrier powers up the middle. Is that Acre again? Let's see. It looks like it.
Yep.
Elliot Acre to around the Newton 41-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
So again, we see the blocking up front, and when we see Kling slide over, he's really there to make an impact kind of block, and did there. Good grief, I thought the whole box was coming down when that lid closed up above. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup.
Receivers are split, one to the left, one to the right. The wing is off to the right as well, and Acre gets the call going to the right. Muscles kind of arm tackles with what would be tackler and gets close to the marker as he dives continuing. They couldn't stop him all the way to the 36 now, and about a yard away. It'll be third down.
Yeah, from 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 2 as the bruising back continues to churn for Mount Carmel. A 4-yard gain on that play. 3rd down 2 now for the Aces. First 3rd down of the night for Mount Carmel.
Acre began the night with 216 yards on the year and has been used exclusively so far. Aces now send a slot and a wide out to the left side. H back to the right side. And in the shotgun is Dasher. And there's Acre to his left. He takes the stand-up. Now Militoni gets the call. Nope, instead it's going to be Dasher instead. And he, to the 40, 30, 25, 20. Inside that mark to the 15. Down to the 13-yard line. A big first down run on the counterback by...
But it's coming back.
But it's coming. Yep, I just saw that flag too. Darn it. Stop me mid-tracks. Okay, another penalty against the offense. That's been one of our bugaboos this year.
And more importantly here, not only was it a run for first down, but it was a 3rd down play. So now it's going to be repeating 3rd down, and it's going to be a whole lot further backfield. It's going to be it's going to be 3rd down and about 12 here.
Yeah. Line of scrimmage, they set it down to the 47-yard line. Hey, can we just have a do-over of that play? Red Andrews, Shane Metter, check out wide to the right side. Jack Webb's your tight end to the left side. Right on his corner is Kling, the wingback. And here's Dasher back to throw. Looks, he flushed out, flushes the screen to the right side. It's caught, running room, 40, inside that mark, pushing towards the marker.
Look at that.
I think he made it on a second effort inside the Newton 35 to the 33.
Militoni caught that ball. And boy, the Aces needed 12 and got about 14 on that pass play. What a second effort by Militoni to extend to the first down marker.
Boy.
The first and 10 Pins Bowling Center first down in a big way that time.
Militoni looked more like Acre at the end of that play, the way he kind of forced his way upfield enough to move the chains. Now the Aces set it up with a wing to the right side, 2 wideouts on the left side, and here is the quarterback. Dasher wants to throw, and he does pump over the middle. The pass is incomplete, over and around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, looking for Webb, maybe a little too much on that one from the quarterback to the senior receiver, SIU commit Jack Webb. 2nd down, the first incomplete pass in 2 attempts now for Dasher, 1 for 2 for 14 yards. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 33 here for the Aces.
Line of scrimmage will be the 34-yard line. Aces send 2 receivers to the left side. They split them out wide with a slot man in the middle. There's Kling off to the right as a wingback. He slides H back towards the left, and here is Dasher with a snap. He hands it off. No, he keeps it himself. Powers left side, dives inside the 30 down to the 27. Made nice little run. It'll be 3rd down, but short from there.
Yeah, again, kind of faking that handoff, and then Dasher takes off, gets about 6, 4 yards left to get for this Aces offense.
Hey, the weather's kind of nice out here on the stoop.
You're moving around this press box a lot tonight, partner.
Ducking inside and out the press box now. Aces split the receivers left and right. Kling stays wing to the right side in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Now there's a handoff. Ball carrier slides inside, gets a first down. Nice run to around the 20-yard line.
That's Militoni
on the carry.
Yep, Eki Militoni goes from the 27 right to the 20, 7 yards. 10 Pins Bowling Center first down, and Mount Carmel's in the Big R Farm and Home red zone for the first time tonight.
You know, I've known Militoni for a couple years, and I called his name. I like Eki a lot easier.
Yes, me too.
And I heard Michael Brewer mention it this week, so I got to keep remembering that. Now the Aces go slot and wide out right side, man in motion. To the left side is Kling. He stays out there on the wing to the right side, stays put. There's the nice little pitch fake by the quarterback. He's continued to power his way forward, gets inside the 15, all the way to around the 12 or 13. Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 12.
I'm telling you, that was River Dasher lowering his shoulder and continuing to drive. Most powerful run we've seen from him tonight, maybe this season. An 8-yard pickup, second down and 2.
Nice drive going for the Aces. Can they finish it up now? They're within 12 yards. A wide out in the slot, go to the right side. And in motion is Kling. He stops, H-back right. And here is the handoff to Elliott Acre. Shakes one tackle, gets inside the 10, down to the 5, gets to the 10. Is he going to make it? Yes! Touchdown! On the far end zone, Elliott Acre runs it from 12 yards out, and the Aces are on the board. And the first touchdown of the night for Mount Carmel is sponsored by Full Stadium Marketing. Local marketing services to help your business win the crowd.
Appropriate given the workload of this drive that Elliott Acre is the one who finishes it off 12 yards for a touchdown, and the Aces on the board first.
The Aces going for the Mabry Auto Body point after now. It'll be Wiggins on the boot. Here's the hold, the snap, and the boot away. And it is good. All right, that brings us to our first look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard for tonight. Good opening drive for Mount Carmel. 6:13 to go first period. Aces 7, Newton nothing. Back in 1 minute.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
At First National Bank of Allendale, we know that winning starts with the right support on and off the playing field. That's why our local lenders make tailored, local decisions so you can score big on your goals. With branches across your community, we're here to help with everything from home loans to business growth. Because when it comes to your future, local lending is a true team effort. First National Bank of Allendale, local lenders, local decisions.
Newton will send 3 men back for the ensuing kickoff following Mount Carmel's touchdown. Nope, they're just going to go with 2 now. And it looks like it's going to be Eli Wolf and Dexter Fulton.
Look at that.
The kick is going to be well short. And down by the Aces, by the Eagles at around the 33-yard line. So that's where Mount Carmel will take over, or Newton will take over.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see that style of kick, just short, picked out somebody right at the 30 and roll the dice, see if we can't get a little lucky, and Newton able to fall on it and recover.
So we'll see how this works now. We're going to hear a lot, really the lot of the Fulton name tonight. Dexter Fulton is in the backfield, 6'1", 165, a senior. And we'll also hear a lot from Quincy Fulton. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 215. So it sounds like they both bring something to the table. Eagles have receivers 2 by 2. Mulvey in the shotgun, quick throw off the first snap. It's caught. The receiver tries to get some more running room. He gets to about the 39, so a gain of about 7 on the play, second down.
Yeah, just a quick release, quick outlet there. I did not pick up the receiver on that one.
Was it Wolf? I don't know. Mulvey comes in with the play, too, by the way.
We'll get it as we go, but 7 yards and a second down and 3. Good pickup on first down for these Eagles.
Mulvey has a setback behind him. That's Fulton, Quincy Fulton. We've got a wing and 2 receivers to the right, 1 wide out to the left side. And there is the pitch, and there is Fulton. Oh, nice
wow.
tackle for a loss back at the 35-yard line.
Boy, the Aces saw Zadok Fulop just hold on and take him down for a loss. Nothing doing for the Eagles that time. Goodness.
And that kid, as we mentioned, Quincy Fulton's a big boy, 6'3", 215, and Fulop just manhandled him. Now it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, call it, for the Eagles back at their own 34. And now the Eagles bring trips to the right, one wide out to the left side, one set back with the quarterback in the shotgun. That's Mulvey, takes the snap, wants to throw, has time. Now he's flushed, gets on the run. Off to the left side, Ace is giving chase. Tries to cut enough to get to the first down.
Did not get
and
there.
And he didn't make it. They're going to mark him down way back at the 39-yard line. It's going to leave him a good 3 yards shy. And it'll be 3rd down.
It'll be 4th down now.
Yep.
4th and 3, and it looks like they're going to punt the football away.
Well, the Aces managed to survive the first series of Newton. It looks like we'll get the football back.
Wow, I can't believe that Mulvey ran out of bounds over there. Looked like we were in pursuit, but he may have been able to get a little further downfield, but did not.
Carmel's return man back at around his own 25-yard line. There comes the snap and the kick. And it'll be called for fair catch at the 25. So that's a kick of 36 yards and no return, and Mount Carmel has it again. We're 1 for 1 in drives. Let's do another one.
Yeah, and how about the 3 and out by the Golden Aces? The first 3 and out of the night.
And it's brought to you by our friends at Quick Stop Tire and Lube. And called Quick Stop Tire and Lube at this phone number, 263-3786. That's an Aces Quick Stop. 3 and out.
1st and 10 for the Aces, similar to where we started the last drive, and we took almost 6 minutes off the clock on the opening drive.
And here is River Dasher in the shotgun. Marks the signals and gets it, hands it off. Ball carrier
to stop the play.
Yep. Handoff was to Militoni, but they bring it back.
False start against the Aces. We are penalty-ridden tonight. First drive was pushed back from a block in the back on a hold on the return of the opening kickoff, and now this drive will start at 1st and 15.
So another infraction on Mount Carmel. And here is the handout. Militoni fights his way through traffic, dives for the middle, gets a little progress. Call it the 25-yard line. And he got most of the yards back from the penalty. Still, it'll be 3rd and 11, or 2nd and 11.
Well,
First quarter, Mount Carmel leads 7-0.
We've had a couple of big penalties early in this game, but that hasn't stopped Mount Carmel's offense from churning out first downs. Let's see if we can convert here on 2nd and long.
Aces send 2 receivers closely bunched, really trips to the left side. And now they're trying to sweep that way, but nope. Instead, it's quarterback River Dasher plowing ahead after faking on the flow that way. And he gets to around the 29-yard line. He got enough to get past the chain marker, so we're not behind the chains anymore, but it's 3rd and long, about 3rd and 8.
Yeah, so second and 11 becomes 3rd and 8. This is the biggest 3rd down conversion of the night for the Aces right here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 set back. Now there is Jack Webbs working to the right side. He gets the swing. Nope, that's Metter on the swing pass to the right side and breaks it open to the 45-yard line. Let's see where they end up marking it before it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a 1st down and then some near midfield.
From the 28 all the way up to the 48-yard line, a 20-yard pass completion right when the doctor ordered it from Dasher to Metter. 10 Pins Bowling Center 1st down.
So, boy, that came at the right time. 3rd down conversion. And the Aces
2 for 2 in that department now tonight.
Yep. So the Aces will send 2 wideouts and a wing to the right side, and instead there's the handoff. Instead, that's Elliott Acree back in charge, powering his way over the right side across the 50, down to the Newton 47-yard line, maybe the 46.
Good 4-yard pickup for Acree, his 7th carry of the night, already up to 53 yards for the Aces senior running back. Looking for that 2-score lead, but boy, we have dominated possession time in this first quarter and continue to march.
And now a nice little quarterback fake by Dasher. Then he turns and chugs forward and gets the first down inside the 40 to 38. Looked like he was going to hand it off, kind of stopped, and almost a quarterback draw is what it looked like more than anything else. And it nets another first down inside the Newton 40.
Yeah, 10-yard pickup for River Dasher. That's his largest of the night for the Aces quarterback. And we continue to churn 1st and 10 into Newton territory.
And now here is Mr. Dasher, pulls it back from Acree, keeps it himself, dives off the right side, finally knocked down at around the Newton 35-yard line, gain of about 3. And just before that play snapped, I know he's been in the game, I think, since the start, but I think I saw number 52 in there, right?
Did you?
Well, let me check again.
If so, it would be the worst kept secret of the day, of the week, huh?
Yeah, there is right guard, right? Sam Strockbine.
There we go.
That's
Good to see him out there.
I'm pretty sure that's 52. I'll double check and triple check. Man in motion, that's Webb. And there is Dasher looking that way, rolling that way. And he tries to go underneath. The pass is picked off out in the flats at the 30, 35, 40, and all the way to the 46 on the return. I'm not sure who that was intended for. But Newton with a pick off, and they get the football now at their own 45-yard line.
Well, it was one of those balls that I would tell you that River Dasher would want to have back. He kind of double clutched on the release of that football and regrets that decision because it didn't end up going where he intended it to go. I think Jack Webb was probably the intended target of that pass, but it did not work out that way. And the first interception of the night, the first turnover of the night, goes to the Aces. It's Newton football. They look now to try to tie it up somehow after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, and Mount Carmel had already overcome a couple of mistakes that cost them yardage, and they converted on a 3rd down, so they were rolling again. But not now. 5 in pattern for Newton now. The quarterback's alone in the shotgun. Mulvey backs up, wants to throw. Nope, fake. Now he pulls and runs. Now he throws. It does not get over the line of scrimmage. The pass is no good anyway. But it was close.
I'm not sure he didn't.
Around.
I'm not sure he didn't get over the line of scrimmage when he released that football. It was that close.
Yeah. The line of scrimmage was the 45. That'd be something to almost look at and replay. But
yeah.
As it is, 2nd and 10, no flags. And we're rolling from there. We have 1:03 to go in the first period of play. Mount Carmel leads 7-0. Eagles go left to right. And they're going to send 1, 2 receivers to the left. They pull people in a little bit more now, don't they? Yeah, just 1 receiver barely split off to the right. Quarterback Mulvey back, wings it out. Pass is caught, but immediately drilled as soon as he caught that ball after a 1-yard pickup. Not much there.
Chase Wiggins steps up and makes the stop just as soon as the receiver caught the football.
And the pass caught by number 13. I don't see him on the cheat sheet here. Number
that would be Jacob Oldham.
Yep, okay, that's his first catch of the year then, huh?
I think so.
As it is very long, it's 3rd down and 10 to go. Clock running, 28 seconds to go in the first half. Here in Newton. Eagles now, they spread it back out. 1 wide receiver to the right, 2 to the left, a wing to the right. Mulvey back in the shotgun, has a snap, rolls to the right. Looking now. He decides, he might go the line that time, and it's picked off anyway. Mount Carmel on the pickoff at the 40, 45, near midfield.
That's
Shane Metter on the pick. So Mount Carmel gets it right back, and he may have been over the line then when he threw that football, too.
Yeah, it was close again.
We'll take the result. Metter on the pick, and Mount Carmel has it back. And we have 7.2 seconds to go in the first period of play. Mount Carmel will be right at the 50 when we begin play. If we're going to be resume it. Yeah, I guess we have to.
Well, and that's an Aces Quick Stop, presented by Quick Stop Tire and Lube. Call 263-3786, a 3 and out. Once again for this Aces defense.
So Mount Carmel back with the football. They were in the midst of a drive when it was interrupted a minute ago, but they got the ball right back. An exchange of picks.
I'll tell you that he was right at the line on that last pass attempt was Mulvey and did not cross it, but he gets right up there.
Now Militoni gets the call, angling to the right side. Kind of slides off one tackle, gets to the 45, and that will be the final play of the first period. So let us take our look at the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. 1 quarter in the books. Mount Carmel leads Newton 7-0 back in 30.
Lease your new 2024 Hornet at Steve Faulkner Automotive before the end of the month. Now is your best deal. Lease the 2024 Hornet for 2 years, 10,000 miles per year for only $19.39 a month. See Steve Faulkner Auto for details today. Drive into fall with Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler for as low as $292 a month and a 2025 Ram 1500 with 1.9% financing for 72 months. Come in today or go to stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. We're in Newton. Mount Carmel leads the Eagles after 1 quarter, 7-0. And we've got a crew with us tonight, not just here, but also back at the studios at WSJD. Kevin McGinnis on the controls. Thank you very much. Who have you got, Kyle?
Jackson Kramer's up on our camera tonight on the News Channel 15 YouTube stream. Thank you very much.
And we thank you for listening and joining us tonight. Remember, the Aces are back home next week. It's homecoming, the Paris Tigers in town. Next Friday night, a week from tonight, 7 o'clock for the kick, 6 o'clock for the 1-hour pregame show on WSJD.
2nd and 6, starting the second quarter for the Aces, who dominated time of possession but only got 1 score on the board there in the first quarter.
2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 in the slot, wingman in motion. That's Webb going left to right. And here's a quick throw that way, and there's a wide receiver screen to Metter. Looks for blockers, gets it to the 40-yard line near the marker before he's finally tripped up. It looks like he's shy of the marker. Yep, it's about a yard. It'll be.
No, they are going to move
they're
the
going to give it to him.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and he's inside more to the 39 more than anything else.
So I think that goes for 7 yards. And another 10 Pins Bowling Center first down on the second reception by Metter tonight.
That was the short side of the field they worked to. The Aces now split receivers. And they have Kling as the wing to the left side. Militoni to the right. Now Militoni's more of an H-back, I should say. Kling's more of an H-back. Militoni gets a call, bumps off of 1, 2 people.
Still going.
On his feet to 35, wow. Down, pushing towards the marker at the 30 on a second effort. May have been enough. Let's see where they mark it.
Looks like about a yard short. Give him 9 on the run. Boy, we have seen Militoni tonight just run with and carrying with and over people. He's been a powerful running back tonight, more so than we've seen maybe in the previous few games, but 9 yards on the play, second down.
Receivers split for Mount Carmel. There's a setback. Acree to the right of the quarterback, River Dasher. Gets the snap, and Acree gets the call. Nice cut, slides up, first down and then some. Slides over the left side, still on his feet, getting inside the 20-yard line. And let's see where they're going to mark him. It may be closer to the 15, the 17-yard line or so.
Yeah, looks like from the 30 to the 17, so give him 13 yards, and back in the Big R Farm and Home red zone go the Aces, 1st and 10.
See if Mount Carmel can add to the 7-0 lead. There's Red Andrews checking out wide to this side. The right side, his slot man is Chase Wiggins, and here a little crossbuck action on the snap, and running with the ball is actually the quarterback. That is River Dasher.
Yeah, I don't know that was what was supposed to happen on that play or not. It will go as a loss of 1. I think we got crossed up there on the play. First offensive play to go for minus yards tonight, a loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, I guess from the binoculars it just looked like a pretty cool crossbuck, but maybe not.
You may be right on that.
And it didn't work if it was. Here's Acree with a call, cuts up the middle, and gets forward progress to around the 15-yard line again.
He got tripped up early in that sequence and didn't get much forward progress. It'll be a 3rd and 9 now for the Aces after Acree stopped with just a 2-yard gain.
Boy, the Aces weren't using him a lot early, and boy, the last couple of weeks he's come on. Big numbers last week, over 100 yards on the ground, Elliott Acre did.
8 carries tonight, 64 yards and a touchdown.
Klinger wing back to the right side. Receivers, we have 2 to the left, 1 to the right in the shotgun dasher. Rolls.
Flags.
Hang on, the officials whistle the play dead.
We left early again.
Another mistake. Well, we haven't licked this one yet, have we? This bugaboo.
Penalties continue to be a problem.
Here in week 4.
So 3rd and 9 becomes 3rd and 14 for the Aces. Back outside the red zone at the 21.
Early second period, Mount Carmel leads 7-0. Well, the first drive was impressive. Rolled down the field. We've had the ball plenty of times since, but have no further points on the board. Now the Aces 2-by-2 in the receivers. First time we've seen that look tonight. Now Webb in motion to the left, so empty backfield for Dasher. Quick throw, wide receiver screen, almost intercepted by Newton, knocked down, and it looks like they were working to Metter again.
Well, they knew that play, I think, was coming by the way they reacted defensively. As Metter caught the ball and got just about 3 yards.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4th and 11 here.
And they read that one, Kyle. If they would have, it would have been an easy 6 had they actually completed the pick.
They were jumping up for the ball and just couldn't get there. But now 4th and long.
So again, 2-by-2. And alone in the backfield is River Dasher. Takes the snap, backs up, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone, and it's in the back of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, yes, in the corner of the end zone.
Acre.
Elliott Acre leaped up to make the catch, 8 yards deep in the end zone, and Mount Carmel now leads 13-0 with 8:09 to go in the second period.
It was Owen Blake. I beg your pardon.
okay.
I got you wrong there. Owen Blake on the catch.
Well, nice job by Owen Blake to leap up and catch that thing and in traffic in the deeper part of the end zone.
From
now the Mabry
18.
Auto Body point after try. And it'll be Chase Wiggins to deliver. There's a snap ball down, the kick away. And it is no good. I don't think that one was right from the go. So we missed the extra point, but the Aces do score again. Second touchdown of the night. The Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Mount Carmel 13 and Newton nothing, back in 30.
Are you ready for flu season? The Wabash County Health Department is proud to once again offer our drive-through flu shot clinic. Wednesday, October the 1st, from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the Mount Carmel Public Utility Garage, located at 410 South Mulberry Street in Mount Carmel. For more information, or if you have questions, call the Wabash County Health Department at 618-263-3873. It's the drive-through flu shot clinic, Wednesday, October 1st.
811, if you're not familiar with that, it's a Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide, but that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service. Give us 2 business days. That's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out and we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area.
Now the Aces will be kicking off following the touchdown that has given them this 13-0 lead. And the boot is taken by an up back at around the 35-yard line, getting to the outside at the 40 flag down, finally grabbed out of bounds, knocked down at the 50, but that, I think I saw a flag right on the return. Maybe not.
I'm looking. The official is coming over here to the near side to talk about it. I believe we do have a penalty flag.
Well, that'll probably be on Mount Carmel.
Personal foul, face mask,
Maybe.
Aces.
Okay, darn it. I thought maybe they were going to go the other way. But
Goodness.
So tack it on to the end of the run. And that'll give Newton a very good start to this possession, well inside the 50-yard line.
Has there been one flag against Newton tonight? I don't think so.
Mount Carmel's had several, 4, 5, 6
4 or 5 already at least.
And they mark it off, stepping it off. And they haven't stopped walking yet. Now they do at the 37-yard line. But what a start for the Eagles.
Yeah, personal foul penalty for the face mask. So they're going to be starting in Mount Carmel territory here at the 37-yard line.
So here come the Eagles to the football. Hayden Mulvey, the quarterback, going to send 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers out to the right. Empty backfield. And there's the swing pass to the wide receiver screen, and it's dropped. Couldn't come up with it out there. It flails away incomplete.
It's one of those passes that you got to stay with, because sometimes if it doesn't go forward, that would be a live football, but it did just enough, incomplete, and it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles here.
Hayden Mulvey leads the LIC in passing yardage, over 600 yards on the year. Now let's see what they do. They're going to switch everybody around, stay in the spread. It'll be an empty backfield, 2 receivers left. Double wing set, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now man in motion, that's Fulton. And they're going to do a swing pass to him on the counter out of the backfield. He catches the pass, but gets just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe at the 37, so that didn't work.
Yeah, just trying to mix it up a little bit, and Quincy Fulton got back to the line of scrimmage, so a pass completion for no yards. That's the 2nd time tonight we've seen that by the Eagle offense, and it's 3rd and 10.
So the line of scrimmage, the 37-yard line. We're down to 7.5 to go, first half. 13-0 Mount Carmel. See what the Eagles come up with here. Now they go 2 by 2 in the receivers. Actually, 3 are stacked over there on the right side, and a wing to the left. So they got a double wing set.
We just jumped off sides again.
Really. And then Fulton was going to do that swing around like he did the last time from wing left, but they're going to get 5 yards out of it, huh? Well,
yep.
They have it there, and now they're going to move the football. So that'll make it about 3rd and 5 from the 32-yard line.
The only yards they've got on this drive have been the yards we've given them.
And we've had plenty of flags already. Too many. So let's see. There's going to be a wing and a slot and a wide out to the right side. A wing and a wide out now, man in motion. That's Fulton again. There is the quarterback. Mulvey's going to throw the other way now. Button hook pass incomplete, knocked down by the Aces. Good defense. He was looking for Dexter Fulton. And was that Wiggins or Metter back there?
I think they both met at Fulton. I saw Metter for sure, but I saw multiple white jerseys collide with Fulton as the ball arrived. Newton will go for it here on a 4th and 5 from the Mount Carmel 32.
So the Aces were alive on pass defense there. And here they get a play in from the sidelines.
So Scott, 4 completions for a total of 14 yards in 8 attempts plus a pick for Mulvey. 2 carries for a net 0 for the Newton offense on the ground.
Well, if we keep this up, that'll reverberate around the league. This kid's got over 600 yards passing in 3 weeks. And now here is Mulvey back again. And he dumps it out and to the left side over the flats and just off the hands of the receiver. He turned around, was maybe turned the wrong way or something, but he just couldn't come up with it. He was wide open, though. Just incomplete. Mount Carmel gets the ball on downs.
Yeah, I think, Scott, that was a chance where, Wolf couldn't come up with it. Mount Carmel had in essence, rushed the quarterback. He got had to get rid of the ball a little quicker than he wanted, which meant he put that ball a little too far over the head of Wolf, so they couldn't catch up. And the Aces force another 3 and out. Another Aces Quick Stop presented by Quick Stop Tire and Lube, 263-3786.
6:51 to go, first half. Mount Carmel with the football. They go left to right. They're going to line it up first down from the 32-yard line.
Let's go milk some clock again, huh?
Yep. They're going to send trips to the right side, a receiver 1 to the left. So 4 in pattern. And Dasher now fakes a pitch and keeps it himself and really caught Newton off guard. He drives over the 40 to near the marker to the 41. That's a gain of 9. Nice run by Dasher.
I'm telling you, that was something. He sold that pitch better than he has all night and nearly broke it free. He's up to 41 yards now is Dasher on 8 carries.
And the Aces do kind of a short break between. Now the Aces line up 3 to the right side. Webb's the slot man out there. Receiver to the left. And again, Dasher does the same thing. Kind of fakes, then moves. He is still on his feet inside the 45 and down to, well, they call it the 45. And a nice run for a new set of downs. Another, has he just perfected this move? I mean, man, we haven't seen him look like that.
Yeah, he was faking defenders out of their shoes down there.
So now it's Metter on the inside. Webb's a slot man. Wide out to the right side for the Aces is Owen Blake. He got a touchdown pass tonight.
Again.
And again, Dasher does the same little juke move in the backfield and drive forward. Newton's just falling for it every time. He gets inside the 45 down to the Newton 43.
That time they did a little bit better of stopping it, but it wasn't too much. It still was a positive gain. That's what I'm trying to say. It'll be a 2nd down and 7 after the Dasher pickup there of 3. He's now carried the ball 10 times. That's more than anybody else on the roster tonight for the Aces. 10 carries, 58 yards for the Aces sophomore QB.
Aces played a power game early on. They've gone more to the spread the last couple of times they've had the football. And again, there are 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, 1 set back to the right of Dasher. Now Metter's in motion. He gets the call. Counter back to the right side on the jet sweep. Cuts inside the 40 and gets to around the 36 before he's rolled down. It'll be a short down from there. 3rd down and about 2.
Yeah, needed 7, got 6. Metter's first touch of the night. So the Aces will have a 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and a short 1.
Wouldn't it be nice to score again before halftime?
Yeah, no doubt. Get a 3-score lead going before kicking off to the Eagles to open the second half.
Blake, Militoni, and Andrews kind of bunched up over the left side. That triumvirate, receiver to the right. And here's the call by Dasher. Now he pulls it back from Metter on the counter, tries to drive it himself and get some progress. Close to the marker. Did he make it?
I'm not sure. The official's going to look it over. Yes, they do.
Okay.
Move the chains.
Right at the 35, a little bit past that mark. A new set of downs for the Golden Aces. We're down to 4:25 to go in the first half.
1st and 10 Penn's Bowling Center 1st down, moves the chains. Aces eating some more clock here, having dominated time of possession and a number of plays certainly in this ball game.
Boy, you're not kidding either. I mean, we have really dominated playing time tonight.
This will be our 31st play of the game. Newton has run 11 plays.
Wow. All right, split receivers again. Here is Acree on the handoff. Gallops left up the middle. A short gain that time, but a gain nonetheless. Mark him at around the 31 or 32-yard line. 2nd down. Nice chunk, about 4.
Gain of a, yep. You called it. 2nd down, 6 here for the Aces to get. Acree's 9th carry of the night.
So now the Aces go trips left side. Blake stays over on the right, 1 set back, and it's Dasher in the shotgun with Acree to his left. Here's the high snap. Now the pitch. Acree with those blockers over leading the way. Slides his way inside to around the 30. And any further than that? Yeah, maybe the 29. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and about 5 as Acree, it seemed like that pitch took a little longer to develop than maybe what we would have liked to see. So 3rd down and about 5 now for the Aces.
And they called the 30-yard line. It's 2 down territory from here, though.
Under 3 minutes, we have continued to chunk away at this clock.
Oh, isn't that great, too? Receivers are split. And there is Acree gets the call, darts up again, and Newton almost stripped the ball away. They're really grabbing.
I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Not anything. So now it'll be 4th down at about 5 from the 30.
Credit him actually for a 1-yard loss. So on 4th down, it'll be 4th and 6 for the Aces, and some work to do here from the 31-yard line.
See if we got something else up our bags of trick. Luckily, the clock is rolling down to 2:21 to go on the half now. And the Aces bring out 2 receivers to the right side. The widest is Andrews. Metter back there, too. Now we've got Kling in.
Newton just jumped?
And
no.
Nope. They stay put, I guess.
Timeout Aces.
All right. We tried to draw him off. They didn't bite. We put Kling as an H-back, so we use him for a blocker. But first, a timeout on the field. Timeout brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. Now Carmel on the march, trying to add to their 13-0 lead here late in the 2nd quarter, back in 30.
811, if you're not familiar with that, it's a Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide. But that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service. Give us 2 business days. That's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out and we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area and make sure that you know where you're able to dig and you can dig safely, and we're protected and you're protected that way.
Well, we have 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Mount Carmel leads Newton 13-0, and the Aces are on the march. Still a little ways to go, though. The ball's at the Newton 30, and it is 4th down and 5. Newton will get the ball to start the second half. Don't forget, we've got the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. A lot of scores. The first full night of football for the LIC in conference play. It means all 8 teams are playing 2 nights, not Saturday. Now let's see what Mount Carmel does here. Trips to the short side left. And here is Dasher. Oh, the ball's poked away. It was going to be an inside counter handoff, but they poke it away, and then pick it up off the ground was Newton. So a fumble recovery by number 32. And on that one is Caleb Flesh. What's that name? Flash. Caleb Flash. He was going to pitch it to the right side, but he cut through the line and just poked at it, knocked it down, and picked it up.
He was there before we could even think about handing the football off.
So the second turnover for the Aces tonight. They were picked off earlier. Newton's been guilty of 1 turnover. So the Eagles now have a chance to at least assault the halfway, if not do more. Exactly 2 minutes to go. And they're not in a bad spot. They're at the 40-yard line, their own 40. And Hayden Mulvey is alone in the shotgun. Quick throw to the slant man. That's to Fulton. And Dexter Fulton gets out to the 45-yard line, maybe the 46, gain of 6.
And that is one of the first plays to go for a gain in quite some time for these Eagles, it seems like. But there is a penalty, a personal foul against Mount Carmel on top of it.
A personal foul.
So tack on 15 more yards.
All right, they're going to mark all the way down to the 40-yard line of Mount Carmel.
Well, we're trying to let Newton hang around in this game, aren't we?
Well, Dexter Fulton, he has 30 receptions on the year in 3 weeks. So now the Eagles have 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, a wing to the right as well. Mulvey alone in the shotgun with a wing. Going pump fake, doesn't throw. Now he ambles to the left. Looking to throw, and finally he does. And the pass is out of bounds, way too far for the receiver to around the 30-yard line. Stops the clock with 1:48 to go in the half, and it's second down.
Well, Scott, let's talk about this situation here. 1:48 to go in the half. If Newton can somehow get the offense moving and get in the end zone here, then all of a sudden, with no time left in the half, Newton's going to get the ball in a 1-score game. So this is a big series both ways in this game right here.
Yep. Boy, that would have been nice to see score that 3rd touchdown, because now they could change the tenor of this ball game before halftime and then again in the second half, as you talked about. Eagles have trips and a wing to the left side, 1 wide out to the right side. Lone in the backfield is Mulvey. Now he darts away from trouble. They're in on him. He throws it away. No, it's caught downfield at around the 30-yard line. I thought he was going to try to throw it away, but the receiver ran under it and caught it on the fly on a great read.
That's Dexter Fulton.
And again. And first down, Newton at around the Mount Carmel 20-yard line.
First big play, first double-digit play of the night for the Eagles, goes for 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it. Clock stops because he went out of bounds. They're in the red zone for the first time. Remember, Mount Carmel had a big 15-yard penalty on part of this drive, which started because we fumbled away a 4th down play.
Yeah, if Newton scores on this drive, we'll have nobody to blame but ourselves on this one. So let's keep them out of the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the Mount Carmel 20, 1:41 to go before halftime. As we mentioned, the Eagles will get the ball to start the second half. Now they send 2 wideouts, and now a big swing, arcing motion back to the left side by a wingback, and the quarterback keeps the ball and thrusts forward to around the 18-yard line.
Give him about 2, maybe 3 on the play. No timeout yet for the Eagles. They want to keep it going here and keep the clock moving. They don't certainly want to give Mount Carmel the football back.
1:17 to go and counting. It is second down. Newton has the football. The Aces 18.
This play will likely take us under a minute to go in the half.
Trips to the left side, receiver to the right, empty backfield for Mulvey. takes a snap, rolls left, wants to throw, does fire, and it's caught inside the 20, inside the 10. Nice catch down there, and a first down, and now first and goal for Newton.
That's Mulvey. And so it will be a first and goal here for the Eagles. Up at from the 18 to the 11.
Yeah.
Call it the 8, I beg your pardon, a 10-yard completion.
Yeah, Jacob Oldham, another catch.
First and goal at the 7, they say here.
Clock running, 39 seconds to go.
Surprised Newton hasn't called a timeout here.
He's brought a setback in, now sends another in motion.
Now the Aces will call a timeout.
Right, yeah. Newton presented a different look. Mount Carmel wanted to, again, take a closer look on their own. They called timeout to talk about it. So timeout's brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. Newton on the march, 32 seconds to go. It is 13-0, Mount Carmel back in 30.
75 years in doing what we do is beyond unusual. Our genesis back in the 40s, doing stabilization and still focusing on that here today is very, very unusual. I'm really proud that we have 75 years in this industry and still focus on getting better every day. That experience has propelled us. We carry it forward. In other words, we haven't lost the experience that was gained early on in the beginnings of the company. And we still have that knowledge base to draw from. And that's what just keeps making us better.
Well, the second straight week, Newton has had a golden opportunity here before halftime. They fumbled it away against Casey last week, knocking at the door. Now they need this touchdown against Mount Carmel. They trail 13-0. We're down to 32 seconds to go before halftime. The Eagles know they'll get the football back to start the second half. So there's a big opportunity here. They are at the Mount Carmel 8-yard line. It is first and goal.
They all still have their Newton has 3 timeouts remaining here. So 32 seconds is a lot of time with those timeouts in tow.
Now they have one setback behind the quarterback and a man in motion. And here is the quarterback Mulvey's chased around on the roll. He finally gets it, fires to the end zone. Well, the pass is complete, but way out of bounds was the receiver. So incomplete, second down. Clock stops, 27.3 to go.
Well, we told you these Eagles would throw 30 times tonight. That was the 14th pass attempt for Mulvey. They've had 2 completions in this drive for 30 yards combined. It's got him in this spot, plus a big Mount Carmel personal foul penalty. 50 yards on those 14 completions, though that's it for Mulvey, but trying to cap off a drive to get within 1 score.
Fulton is in the backfield with Mulvey. 2 receivers to the right, and a wing back and a wide out to the left. And here's Mulvey. Wants to throw, chased out of the pocket. Continuing to roll, now fires towards the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Knocked away over there at the pylon. Nice defensive job that was. So was a dasher back over there?
I didn't see who was over there.
Number 8. I thought he maybe got his hand on the ball. River Dasher, I think.
And now here comes a Newton timeout.
And we're down to 20.3 seconds to go. So another timeout brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. We'll be back in 30.
Are you ready for flu season? The Wabash County Health Department is proud to once again offer our drive-through flu shot clinic. Wednesday, October the 1st, from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the Mount Carmel Public Utility Garage, located at 410 South Mulberry Street in Mount Carmel. For more information, or if you have questions, call the Wabash County Health Department at 618-263-3873. It's the drive-through flu shot clinic, Wednesday, October 1st.
We are back here in Newton. The Eagles trying to get on the board before halftime. They have a 3rd and goal. Line of scrimmage is the Mount Carmel 8. 20.3 seconds to go now before intermission. Mount Carmel leads 13-0.
Well, again, this is a huge momentum-shifting kind of series for the Eagles. If they can cap it off here and make this a 1-score game, we've got a ball game because Newton gets it to start the second half.
Now they double stack receivers on each side. One on top of another. Now another man in motion. So 5 in pattern. There's a swing of the pass outside and may have been deflected, but it was too wide for the receiver, incomplete. And they were looking for Wolf on the play. Clock stops. 17.3 seconds to go. Now it's 4th down. Do you think we got a hand on it out there?
I don't know if we did or not. I think it was just really poorly thrown, to be honest. And another timeout Newton here as they're wanting to try to set something good here for their final play of the quarter.
All right. Well, we'll keep it here for this one. Well, how about that, huh? We've got a lot of scores we'll be getting to you at halftime. A night of full LIC play. How about the Marshall Lions off to a 3-0 start, first time in 7 years. But hey, what a reward they've got. They get to play Olney tonight.
Right. So no doubt we'll check that LIC scoreboard coming up here at halftime, and just a nice full night around the league thus far.
How many passes has Newton thrown already tonight?
16 passes thrown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those completed. 2 for 0 yards, but only 50 yards through the air.
Well, let's see what Hayden Mulvey does here. He sends receivers both ways. 2 by 2. Empty backfield. 4th down. Gets a snap. Rolls to the right. Under pursuit. Throws it towards the end zone. Ball tipped around. Incomplete.
Flag down in the backfield.
So let's see what that's all about. Was it intercepted, they said, in the end zone? That's what they're saying in the press box. Who got it over there?
It's a hold on Newton.
Oh, okay. So we picked it in the end zone, huh? So Mount Carmel will finish up the half down to exactly 0.6 seconds to go.
Yeah, so...
No, 10.6 seconds to go.
Yeah, so it'll be a 1st and 10. Mount Carmel will have it.
At the 20.
Second interception thrown by Mulvey in this game. None bigger than that one on a momentum-shifting type drive, and it comes up empty.
So both teams have had 2 turnovers here in the first half. Mount Carmel will knee it out from here, I'm sure. And they do a victory formation, and there is Dasher under center. Takes the knee, and that'll do it for the first half. Well, how about that? So for the second straight half, Newton had a golden opportunity to score before intermission, and they failed. It cost them against Casey last week. Well, it cost them against Mount Carmel tonight. All right, we've got a lot ahead here at halftime. The Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. Highlights, we'll take a look at stats. Kyle will have all those ready, as he always does, and then we'll take a look at the scoreboard, too. That's all here. Let's take a look at that scoreboard at halftime. The scoreboard, as always, brought to you by Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips. It is Mount Carmel 13, Newton nothing. Back in 2 minutes.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Mount Carmel. Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same: to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine "so good to see you again" smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
Wabash Valley College and the Wabash Valley Arts Council kick off this year's Performing Arts Series with a special road performance by country legend Dotsy in Albion, September 28th. Dotsy of Hee Haw, the Porter Wagner Show, and RFD TV will perform in the special performance at the Edwards County Fairgrounds Exhibition Hall, Sunday, September 28th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 and available by phone at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR code on your screen.
Welcome back to Newton, Illinois. It's halftime here. Time for the Keep His Funeral Home halftime report. At intermission, Mount Carmel leads Newton 13-0. And on the very last play of the, near the last play, one knee away from the end of the first half, Newton threw it up for grabs into the end zone on 4th down and goal from the 8. And the ball was picked off in the end zone. There was some discussion over who it might be. And we thought initially it was Shane Metter. That's what everybody in the press box did. Then Kyle Peach got on the video and showed the replay, and we found that it was Carmichael that made the pick in the end zone, not Metter. So the Aces ended up slamming the door on Newton's best effort of the night, their best drive of the night, when they took advantage of Mount Carmel mistakes to get the ball in the first place, and then more mistakes like a personal foul to move the ball. And they just ended up shy. Now, that happened a week ago for Newton against Casey. They were down 7-0, trying to spring the upset over the Warriors. They had the ball at the Casey 5-yard line with about 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. They fumbled the ball there. Casey, which had kind of been stymied by ongoing penalty problems like Mount Carmel in their first half, suddenly came to life, drove the ball down the field, scored about a minute to go in the first half, and grabbed the 14-0 lead. They rolled on to the win, 28-7, to remain undefeated on the year. So it happened again tonight to Newton. They could not deliver in an important moment in the second period. So here, I'll go through the scoring summary real quick here, Kyle. Aces has only been 2 touchdowns tonight. Elliot Akery has run a lot more tonight. He was a starter this evening and scored the first touchdown, a 12-yard run. Chase Wiggins on the kick, 6:43 to go. In the first period, it was 7-0 Mount Carmel. Then the Aces scored in the second period on an 18-yard pass play from River Dasher to Owen Blake. And the kick was blocked, so it failed. 8:09 to go. I don't know if it was blocked or actually just failed. I think it'd probably be the better term on that, because I think we kind of mishandled the initial snap and the placement. But anyway, the kick did not go. 8:09 to go in the second period, 13-0. Aces scored 7 points in the first period, 6 in the second. That's where we are at halftime, 13-0.
Well, let me go ahead and walk you through stats, and then we'll get you to some scores here after bit. But we can tell you that it was a Mount Carmel offense-dominated first half, but credit to the defense for shutting the door on a first-and-goal situation for Newton at the end of that half. But for the Aces, Mount Carmel has carried the ball 22, 26, 27 times tonight for 158 yards, led by Elliot Akery's 11 carries for 68 and a touchdown. River Dasher also 11 carries, 60 yards. And Eki Militoni, 4 carries for 24. Shane Metter had a carry for 6. Through the air, River Dasher has thrown 6 balls, has completed 4 of those, 1 interception, and a total of 55 yards through the air, 1 score. Of those passes, 3 to Shane Metter for 30 yards, 1 to Militoni for 14, and the touchdown pass was to Owen Blake for 18 yards. On the ground, Newton has rushed the ball, count them 1, 2, 3 times. 3 times they carried the football for a net 2 yards in that first half. Their passing yards nets 50, so 52 total yards for Newton, 213 for the Aces in the first half. Through the air, Mulvey threw 2 interceptions. He threw the ball 17 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, completed 7 of 17 for 50 yards, 2 picks. And again, he went incomplete, plus the pick, the last 4 passes he threw in that last drive. So can't say enough about that Aces defense and what they were able to come away with there.
Yeah, for this kid, Hayden Mulvey, who led the LIC in passing yardage, he's averaging over 200 a game, and we hold him to 50, huh?
Yeah, incredible. And that's where we're looking at things right now, and we'll have a whole lot more, including scores, coming up here shortly.
We will take our next break while the Newton Marching Band performs here at halftime. They've been one of the state's best bands for decades and decades. I remember my dad talked, he was from Effingham, talked about these guys. They were their ancient rivals in band competition back in the 40s, for Pete's sakes. So that's really cool to see. And it really, when you see a band like this performing, it makes you reflect on how far the Mount Carmel program has come too. also one of the best in Southern Illinois, the Mount Carmel Marching Aces. But Newton has been there forever. All right, we're at halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break. Be back with more on the Keep His Funeral Home halftime report in 2 minutes.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost.
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
Wabash Valley College and the Wabash Valley Arts Council kick off this year's Performing Arts Series with a special road performance by country legend Dotsy in Albion, September 28th. Dotsy of Hee Haw, the Porter Wagner Show, and RFD TV will perform in the special performance at the Edwards County Fairgrounds Exhibition Hall, Sunday, September 28th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 and available by phone at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR code on your screen.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
Hello? Back here at the Keep His Funeral Home halftime report. It's intermission, and Newton Mount Carmel leads the Newton Eagles 13-0. You're listening to the Keep His Funeral Home halftime report. And we have some halftime scores to go through. Kyle's busy putting them together. I'm already looking at a couple from Indiana. Linton Stockton leads Boonville intermission 34-14. Castle over Vincennes 14-0. Mater Dei losing to Jasper 7-0. Also at halftime, and Gibson Southern leads Southridge in the second quarter 27-6. Those are some scores from Indiana.
Here's what I've got so far for you. The scores in the LIC have been a little hard to find on our normal traditional routes, but we've got them for you. As Olney leading Marshall 28-13 in the second quarter. As Casey leading Robinson 24-13, and Paris leading Lawrenceville at halftime 12-7. We're going to take a quick break on the video side and be right back with you. Stay tuned.
Wabash Valley College and the Wabash Valley Arts Council kick off this year's Performing Arts Series with a special road performance by country legend Dotsy in Albion, September 28th. Dotsy of Hee Haw, the Porter Wagner Show, and RFD TV will perform in the special performance at the Edwards County Fairgrounds Exhibition Hall, Sunday, September 28th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 and available by phone at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR code on your screen.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
Welcome back to the Keepus Funeral Home halftime report. Slight little technical deviation. I'm probably responsible for that one, but we're back here in Newton. 13-0 Mount Carmel. Kyle was busy looking at scores too, and I didn't even hear. In case you were rattling those off, I didn't even hear them. I was busy talking about Indiana. I think we got cut off, so maybe we'll just stick to Illinois.
Yeah, don't touch your phone again.
Don't touch my
right?
phone again.
Here's what we've got across the LIC. In the second quarter, late, Olney just scored to take a 28-13 lead over Marshall. That game a little closer than many would have thought. KZ leading Robinson late in the second quarter, also closer than many would have thought, 24-13. KZ over Robinson. Paris leading Lawrenceville at halftime. And I think it was 13-7. Let me pull that one back up. 12-7. Paris leading Lawrenceville. They are at halftime in that one. So those are the other scores around the LIC. Looking at other scores across the region, Flora leading Edwards County at halftime, 28-6. Hamilton County leading CZRE 13-8 in the second quarter. Fairfield and Cesar knotted at 22 in the second quarter in that one. And those are the scores I have across Illinois and Indiana. Gibson Southern leading Southridge at halftime, 27-6.
All right, fans, don't forget next week the Mount Carmel Golden Aces back at home at the friendly confines of Riverview Stadium. It's homecoming night. There's going to be a lot of alumni in from out of town. The Paris Tigers in town. That might not be an easy task either for the Aces. A lot tougher than we think. This whole league is up this year, and we're finding that out in other ways being played out on the field. The game tomorrow, next Friday, as a kickoff time is 7 o'clock. Our pregame show begins at 6. And the Aces, I'm reading the Newton schedule. Thank goodness I didn't go any further than next week. I've been rambling off everywhere. After the Paris game, then the Aces start the big 2 weeks. They go to Olney, and then come home on the 10th to face KZ Westfield. Then a week 8, how about this one? We go to Marshall. We have to try to figure them out. The Lions, a high-scoring team. Olney might have their number, but still a little bit closer game. Just a mistake or two away from a Marshall score, and they're back in that thing. And then week 9 for the Aces is at home against Lawrenceville. So Paris next week and homecoming, and then we go back-to-back at Olney and home against KZ Westfield.
And I do want to correct myself earlier. I rewatched the replay a second time, and sorry, Mr. Carmichael, it is Shane Metter who got the interception. Mike Mandrell was right. Why would I ever doubt him? So it was Shane Metter who got that pick, planting his feet just inbounds in the end zone to stay inbounds and in with the pick to close the half.
Okay, so there you go. That makes it official. So it is Shane Metter that got the pick in the end zone that ended Newton's last second drive here in the first half. Well, the Aces are back out for the second half, and I haven't seen Newton. Yep, there come the Eagles as well, and so we are getting close to the start of the second half. Clock hasn't reset from 3 minutes yet, but it's about ready to start as well.
I think the officials trying to crank the clock there, but they just haven't got it up here in the press box yet.
Yeah.
So
anyway, so we're going to call it a halftime show, and we'll come back with the second half, the kickoff and the play-by-play. It's Mount Carmel 13 and Newton at halftime. Newton will get the ball to start the second half. You've been listening to the Keepus Funeral Home halftime report here on 100.5 WSJD.
I chose Wabash Valley College because I didn't really know what I wanted to do right after high school, and today I can say it was the best decision that I could have made. When I was here, I had the chance to join different clubs and to take a couple different classes, and I really expanded on my interests. In my classes, I learned what I liked and I learned what I didn't like. So I did get to meet new friends. I joined a bunch of clubs, practiced some leadership skills, and kind of gradually grew into adulthood here, and so I'm very grateful for that. My name is Jonathan Leach. I graduated in 2013 from Wabash Valley College, and that's why this was the best decision for me.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
We're almost set for the start of the second half. Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. I think they're making Hall of Fame announcements for inductees here at Newton High School.
You know, the thing that happened on our 100th anniversary season when the committee of the 100th anniversary got Mount Carmel a 15-yard penalty for a late start. I think they're in danger of that here in Newton. The official was insistent that they start the 3-minute warm-up, and they're trying their darndest to get this in. Yeah. And we'll see how that works.
So did we end up getting one? Because I know we've gotten one for the band one time, right? They were watching the band too closely.
So I believe the night of the 100th anniversary, maybe the stadium dedication, one of those 2 nights, something went too long at halftime, and the official came out and flagged Mount Carmel for unsportsmanlike conduct or delay of the game, and we got a 15-yard penalty to start the game. Now, Mount Carmel went through their warm-ups. Newton hasn't really done all that much warming up, and they're still doing the ceremony here with 45 seconds left on the countdown clock.
We're going to find out what's going to happen here, huh?
Yes.
Crazy. Since joining the LIC in 2021, the Aces are 28-2.
Can you believe that?
In conference play.
Wow.
The 2 losses were back-to-back to Allen and Casey last year. That's right, we had not lost a game in the first 3 years in the league. We had not tasted defeat until last year. Well, are they done with the ceremony?
They are. They made it just in time with 17 seconds to spare. But, partner, you know, more about that LIC dominance. Mount Carmel hadn't lost to an LIC team until the playoffs. This was, of course, when we were not in the LIC. In 1991 to Robinson. That was up until last year, a winning streak that had just gone 61 games against LIC teams. Mount Carmel has gone 97-4 since losing 3 straight to LIC teams in 1978. Those were to Lawrenceville, Olney, and Paris. What a run this team has been on.
Amazing, huh? Well, Newton will get the football first to start the second half, and there comes the kick. They're going to stay away from the big return men, and did it go out of bounds? Yep. So Newton will probably take it at the 35. Let's see. Yeah, or is it the 30 nowadays? Wasn't it? It used to be the 35?
I think it's the 35.
Yeah, there we go. It looks like they're walking up there now. And that's where the football will be. Newton goes right to left here in the second half, as you visualize. Thanks for joining us, by the way. We're back home finally next week for homecoming. All right, let's see what Newton does here. They will probably stay in the spread. They've been there all night, and indeed they are again. Wings, wideouts both ways, man in motion, and there's Mulvey. Fakes the throw to the left, throws to the right instead, hits Fulton out of the backfield, shakes off a guy, stays in bounds. Finally, Acre brings him down at around the 46-yard line, near the first down marker, or maybe enough for the first down. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it will be all the way up to the 45, I'll call it the 46, an 11-yard pass play. Fulton's 5th catch, I believe, of the night, and a first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, he just did a quick juke move one way, threw back the other way against the flow, and there's that door closing again.
It makes me jump every time. It's like when we used to shoot the cannon off in the end zone at Mount Carmel.
Receivers both ways, wing to the left, man in motion again, and here is Hayden Mulvey. Fakes now, decides to throw on a wider slant. Passes off the hands of the receiver at about the 32. Nice job against the Aces defender, but boy, that came close to being a completion downfield.
Yeah, Metter was there, and but as the intended receiver, Oldham made a turn. He just couldn't quite come up with it. Good turn at the last minute, and now 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Oldham hadn't even caught a pass before tonight. He's thrown a pass this year.
But he did get the start tonight, did the senior out there, and wonder if that's one of those injury situations where he's thrust into duty here. I believe Owen Shackman might have been another player that was hurt. He had started for these Eagles earlier in the season.
Now the Eagles come out 2-by-2 in the receiver core. And a wing to the right as well. Man in motion, alone in the backfield is Mulvey, the QB. Now he wants to throw back to the left side. Pass is caught, little button hook. And now a nice move across the 45. From probably enough for the first down on that catch. Yep, that is Wolf out there. And it looks like they're going to mark him close to the...
They're going to say move the chains, although I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, that's a Second down pass that worked, and give Newton a first down at the Aces 44 now.
And again, just one missed tackle on that play. We couldn't quite easily wrap up the Newton receiver. Paul Ray Garrett was there, just couldn't quite bring him down.
2-by-2 on the receivers, wing left, Mulvey alone in the
we
backfield.
just jumped.
And we just give him 5 yards.
I mean, not close. Jumped.
So they'll mark the football just inside the 40, down to the Mount Carmel 39, and they give Newton a 1st and 5 now.
And I'm asking again because I really can't remember. Has Newton got a penalty tonight?
Didn't they get one?
They may have one.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Now I'm thinking back, but they have not had many. We've had many.
And we've had too many. Yep. 5 in pattern. Mulvey, quick throw, tips in the air and falls incomplete. I think the ball's poked away by Militoni in front of the receiver more than anybody.
Yeah, he was right there in the vicinity and just couldn't quite bring it down. So second down now, but a short 5 after the infraction previously against the Aces.
13.
Go ahead, partner.
I was just going to say 13-0 Mount Carmel. Just going to give an update.
71 yards now through the air for Newton.
Trips to the left. Short side is the left. 2 more wide outs to the right. So 5 in pattern. Mulvey in the shotgun. Takes a snap. And is flushed and throws almost a pick in the flats on the right side. The only 2 around are Mount Carmel defenders. And I think Dasher was back there.
Acree was as well.
Yeah, I think Acree was in that territory.
I think it skipped and hit Dasher in the shin down there. That's how close it was to an Aces interception. Third down now.
Both teams have turned the ball over twice tonight. Now it's third down and about 4 to 5. Let's see, the Eagles again will split the receivers 2-by-2. Now they're going to leave a setback back there with the quarterback Mulvey. And that's Fulton. Nope, it's not, but he throws off slant pass, caught, and it's going to be a wide open breakaway for Fulton for the touchdown. He caught the ball in the seam over the right of the left slant and rolled in from there, a 39-yard touchdown pass. And just like that, Newton's back into this thing.
Yeah, it's a one-score game, and you're right, partner. Fulton finally breaks through a 39-yard touchdown reception. Made the first man miss, and that's all he needed to miss. As the Aces defender out there, again, I think may have been Paul Ray Garrett, and just not able to bring him down.
So now here comes the point after try. The snap, the ball down, the kick away, and it is good. So how about that? It's a new ball game all of a sudden. Newton scored on its first drive of the second half. And the Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Mount Carmel 13, Newton 7, 10:19 to go, third quarter, back in 30.
Introducing the Student Plus account from First National Bank, a free checking account designed for students and parents alike. With Student Plus, parents stay in control with real-time alerts and spending limits, while students learn to manage money safely and independently. Instant transfers, lost card protection, and customizable features make banking simple for the whole family. Getting started is easy. Just visit any First National Bank of Allendale branch with your student, set up mobile banking, and choose the features that work best for you. Student Plus accounts with First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Drive into fall at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a 2025 Escape for as low as $399 a month and get a new 2024 F-150 up to $13,733 off. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Lease your new 2024 Hornet at Steve Faulkner Automotive before the end of the month. Now is your best deal. Lease the 2024 Hornet for 2 years, 10,000 miles per year for only $19.39 a month. See Steve Faulkner Auto for details today.
It's now 13-7. The Mount Carmel lead trimmed to 6 after the 39-yard touchdown pass. And now the Eagles will be kicking off from right to left. A little squibber down. No, it's a deep kick and taken at the 5-yard line. Return man gets back to that point, continues to march forward, breaks it at the 20, almost the 23, and a spin move almost got Metter out in space, Wiggins on the right side. Still a nice return, and Mount Carmel has a good start at the 33.
Yeah, good return. Made a couple of men miss down the field, but you called it, partner. How big now is that last stop of the first half for Mount Carmel's defense when Newton had it first and goal and could not score? It's now 13-7, and Don't tell me we're going to end up chasing points in this game, having missed an extra point. It's a 6-point game.
Well, the Aces look good on their first drive and have scored since, but boy, we could sure use a good drive and a long drive and points now. Aces have the receivers split, wing to the left, one setback, and it's Acree on the call. Oh, he's wrapped up right away on the counter back to the left side. Newton snuffed that out. They've made the adjustments for that. A loss on the play, second down.
A loss of 1, and uncharacteristic of Mount Carmel, that is the second consecutive carry by Acree to go for a loss, both for 1-yard losses, but nonetheless, that's even more than that, maybe a loss of 2 once they reset the down box here. So second to down now in 12.
So now Shane Miller goes wide to the left side, a wing to the left, receiver to the right. H-back, that is Kling, sliding to the right.
Oh.
And handoff, confusion, ball's on the deck. Newton, I think, has it. They do. Little confusion on the handoff, and as the ball carrier slid off to the left, the ball squirted loose, and Newton fell in it, and the Eagles have a chance now at the Aces' 29-yard line.
Well, Scott, River Dasher turned one way on the play, and the would-be ball carrier went to the other side. And then I'm not quite sure why, but Dasher just let go of the football, and it was on the deck. And Newton picks it up, and they're set up in Aces territory for what could be a go-ahead score in this game.
Yep, they just scored on their last drive, and they get it right back. So let's see what the Eagles do here. They're just 29 yards away from the end zone. A touchdown would tie the game. All right, Fulton's one of the wideouts wide to the right side, and a wing goes that way. And so there are 3 in pattern and a setback, and the quarterback kind of a pistol look now. It pulls back from the back, now throws it out of the back. It's incomplete, almost picked off at the 30-yard line. Yes, it is.
Well, one says yes, one says no.
That would be Chase Wiggins. He's arguing the case. He thinks he caught it just before it hit the deck.
The official at the ball with the ball in his hands said yes, and the backside official and the head referee said no, and now there's a flag down on the other side of the field. We got a lot going on here.
So let's see what they're going to talk about here.
And not to mention the fact that, in essence, the intended receiver came off the sidelines right before. There it is. That's what it is. It's against Newton for improper substitution, as Parker Harris, a junior, came in, and now the discussion is going to center on was the ball caught or not, and no interception. I am not sure about that one.
So in other words, they'll just march the football upfield and make it second and forever.
Yeah, so they had
a loss of down, right?
Yeah, 85 came in off the sideline, never got set, and took off, and nearly was the one who was going to catch that football.
Mm-hmm.
So 15-yard penalty, I guess. Is that what that was?
Yeah, back to the 42. Yeah, that'd be right. 15 from the line of scrimmage.
First and 25 after all of this.
But Newton has the football.
But Newton has the football.
All right, so let's see what the Eagles do here. They put 2 receivers both directions. And a wing to the right. Mulvey alone in the backfield. Calls the signals. Gets a quick throw off. It's over the head of the receiver on the comeback under Oldham at the 45 and 35-yard line. Way incomplete. Second out.
Well, here is the Mount Carmel defense, who had done a pretty good job all night, especially in that first half, who gave up a long touchdown pass on a play where we maybe were a little too aggressive trying to go at the ball, allowed the receiver Fulton to go 39 yards for the touchdown, and now the offense has coughed it up for the 3rd time in this game, and Newton is poised to march down the field here. If they can find their way through it, they could tie it up or take the lead.
So 2 receivers to the left, all tied off the line, 1 to the right, 1 setback, and now Mulvey's going to throw, does dish it out. Again, it's not a very good throw behind the receiver, incomplete at around the 38. Oldham again, the intended receiver. So now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is the 42. Remember, they have to go to the 17.
It's 3rd and 25.
Third quarter. We have 9:20 to go in this third quarter.
Mulvey 10 of 25 through the air, 2 picks, 1 touchdown, 110 yards as we said.
Now trips to the short side, 2 receivers to the right, 5 in pattern at the backfield. Hayden Mulvey, the quarterback, takes the snap. Sets one way, turns the other, now tries to throw off his shoulder, and it's incomplete way downfield. Into double coverage, he was throwing that ball, forcing it up, and wasn't very good of a toss anyway, well shy of the receiver, and now it's 4th down for Newton.
Metter, and there's another penalty on Newton, and illegal motion, and we decline the penalty. So it'll be 4th down, and Newton will punt it away from here. Aces dodge a bullet. The defense steps up again.
Shane Metter will drop back, walking backwards now, standing at the 20. Newton kicking, and now Shane's going to drop back a little further, call it the
Newton's missing a player again, and here he comes on the field now. 62, Reed Tharp, the last man out there.
Now Metter back inside his 10. Kick will come from around midfield.
Still getting things set up front for Newton.
Play clock, they have time. There's the snap. And the kick away.
End over end.
By Metter at around the 7. Dodges, goes right to the 10. To the 5th. Oh, he almost got to the edge. Nice job by Newton to bring him down to the 15, 16 after a 9-yard return. And a kick of 8 and 43. No, there's no way it was 51 yards. Right? It was around midfield, wasn't it? That's from this 48, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 41. Still pretty good.
No doubt.
And a return of 9. So 1st down, Mount Carmel, line of scrimmage, the 16-yard line.
But boy, do these Aces need to get going on offense after not a good start to this 3rd quarter.
Let's see if the Aces can get back to where they were earlier in the game. They may have our inside game more figured out now. Aces line it up. Receivers are split, hand off, ball carrier left side. Nice hole, powers up, breaks it open to the 40, 45, 50. This is a foot race now. Let's see if we're going to win this thing. They're going to get us down from behind at the 30-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle.
Militoni on the run went a long ways after catching that handoff.
We've got an injured Newton player at the other end of the field. That was almost a touchdown by Eki Militoni. It was a foot race for the last 40 yards. Boy, we needed that. What a breather that gives us. How can we finish this drive off?
Man, he went a long way, and an injured Eagle here with the cramp, it looks like.
That is a very big 1st and 10 pins bowling center 1st down. The football is resting at the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mount Carmel from there.
So that play started at the 16.
So 34, 54 yards.
That's a lot. Biggest play from scrimmage tonight for the Aces.
Yeah, and the injured Newton Eagle player gets off under his own power, and then he's going to lay down on the sidelines, let him continue to work on that, on the what appears to be a cramp to his right leg. All right, let's see if the Aces can finish this off now. Just the switching the ends of the field like that's a very positive moment anyway. Now can we go further with it? Metter checks out wide to the left side. Dasher in the shotgun. Set back is Aker. He gets the call, gallops left, and has a little running room. He still goes towards the marker. May have gotten a 1st down inside the 25-yard line, down near the 20. He is a little bit short by about a yard, so call it 2nd and 1 from the 21. The Aces trying to hurry up a little bit. Metter's a slot man. Red Andrews the wide out to the right side. And there's a slide by Kling from H-back to the right, and Aker gets the call, and he's wrapped up. No, he stays with it, plows forward for another yard or two, and gets down inside the, probably enough for the 1st down, right?
It is, moves the chains, and back in the Big R Farm and Home red zone go the Aces as Aker gets 2.
They'll mark him at around the 19-yard line. Now Carmel leads 13-7, third quarter here. Andrews checks out wide to the right side again. The Aces send a receiver to the left. Two setbacks, one on either side now, and it's still Akery with a call. Gallops out left, gets to the edge, near the marker, and he's going to get thrown out of bounds. Depends on where the officials mark him, maybe inside the 10-yard line.
It looks like it's really close, just short. A 9-yard pickup on the play.
So they'll operate now on second and short one from right at the 10-yard line. Let's see if the Aces present the same look again.
Important to finish this drive, make it a 2-score game.
And here is, there's going to be Militoni this time. Gets outside. Oh, he's hit hard, but he did get the first down, and then he paid the price at around the 7-yard line. He worked to the left side and got drilled.
Oldham made the stop there for Newton, and it's a first and goal situation.
All right, so we're back in the red zone. And not just any red zone, the Big R Farm and Home red zone. And here is Dasher with a setback to his left. This time it'll be Dasher on the keeper. And he'll get down to around the 5-yard line. Maybe closer than that.
Looks like maybe even as far as the 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be second and goal.
So a gain of about 6 or 7 on that play. Let's see where they do mark him. Near the...
about the 3,
yeah, about the 3. About where the hash mark is for the extra point. Now the Aces are going to bring everybody and push it in. It's got the long I backfield with 3 setbacks right behind the quarterback under center now.
Kling.
And the tailback will get, is that Kling?
Yep.
Kling powers it in for a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
His first carry of the night. It's a big one. It's a touchdown for the Aces, and they've grown the lead back to 19-7. A 3-yard run by Jackson Kling.
Are we going to try to get that point back that we gave up on an extra point, or will we just try to kick it here? That's the question of the moment.
Looks like we're going to try to go for it. 6:16 to go, third period. Aces are going to try to go for 2. Yep, it's Akery, Kling, and in the backfield, in the up back position, I think that is Strockbine. Kling gets the call, though.
Nope.
Oh, he didn't make it. He worked the left side. Yeah, Strockbine is in that backfield, along with Akery and Kling, but the 2-point conversion tries turned away. Let's hope that doesn't come back to play into this game. The Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Mount Carmel 19 and Newton 7. Let's take a 30-second timeout.
I'm Tinley Davis with the Business Communications class at MCHS, and we are here at First National Bank with Liz today doing Aces Trivia.
Who has the record at Mount Carmel High School for 34 touchdowns in a season? Was it Blaine Sisson, Luke Drone, or Reese Metcalf?
At First National Bank of Allendale, we know that winning starts with the right support on and off the playing field. That's why our local lenders make tailored, local decisions so you can score big on your goals. With branches across your community, we're here to help with everything from home loans to business growth. Because when it comes to your future, local lending is a true team effort. First National Bank of Allendale, local lenders, local decisions.
We're back with the correct answer from the latest Aces Trivia question. Who has the record at Mount Carmel High School for 34 touchdowns in a season?
If you guessed Blaine Sisson, you're correct.
A little bit. There's a bounder kick picked up at around the 25-yard line by the return man. He heads for the middle of the field and is going to get brought down right at the 30, maybe over that mark. So 1st and 10, Newton from the 31. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're glad you're with us. Don't forget, Mount Carmel is back home next Friday, a week from tonight. It's homecoming against the Paris Tigers. There'll be big plans for homecoming. 7 o'clock for the kickoff. 6 o'clock for the 1 hour pregame show right here.
I believe the parade steps off from the high school around 3 that afternoon. The Alumni Association, as always, has a lot of great things planned. There's a Hall of Fame, Mount Carmel High School Hall of Fame induction taking place the weekend there, plus the homecoming dances. It'll be a fun weekend next weekend.
So here's Hayden Mulvey with a setback. Is right. He backs up, wants to throw. Looks, now gets the pass off, and is caught. And a turnaround made net the first down at the 41-yard line. The effort after the catch looks like it worked for Quincy Fulton, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, just a good catch there and got the yards to move the chains. Got about 12 on that pass play, and now we're seeing Mulvey put some double-digit pass completion yardages together and moving the chains for the Eagles.
Line of scrimmage, the 42-yard line now. It's 1st and 10. The Eagles line it up with 2 receivers both sides of the football and a wing to the left side. 2 by 2.
And Newton just moved early.
Okay, that'll cost him 5 yards.
Running back out of the backfield took a step forward, which you can't do, and that'll make it 1st and 15.
So they'll move it back to the 37-yard line. Mount Carmel is a good crowd here tonight. Made the trip up to Newton, where we have found there is no place to eat after 8 o'clock tonight. So I guess we're heading to Alney on the way home.
Hightail it home.
All right, Mulvey is flushed out of the pocket, running for his life. Hasn't thrown it yet. Now fires back towards the middle, and the pass is caught at midfield all the way to the 45-yard line for a 1st and 10. And on the catch is Dexter Fulton.
Goodness, he made something out of nothing.
He saved the day there
on that one.
Yeah, he saved that play, running around for his life, buying time for the quarterback to find him, and he did over the middle.
Now 2 straight completions for first downs for Mulvey and the Eagles, moving the chains.
So the line of scrimmage, the Mount Carmel 45-yard line now. Mulvey comes in from the sideline with a play. We're down to 4:46 to go in the 3rd period. Don't forget, we'll have Michael Brewer in after the game for some comments. All right, it's 2 by 2 on the receivers again, a wing to the right. Quarterback has one setback, takes a pass, throws off the angles, and a little slant pass. Is that missed by the receiver?
No, Wolf caught it, but then fell right down.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if he fell down before he caught that pass or not. Nice little flare pass to Wolf, but didn't work for much. Give him about 2, 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 43 of Mount Carmel.
Yeah, just Mulvey and Wolf have not had a good time trying to connect tonight. A lot of passes either over or underthrown, and that one does go for a completion to Wolf, but he can't keep his footing. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, some parts of this grass field that may have led to a little bit on the footing angle.
Yeah, the field is not in the greatest of condition here in Newton, that's for sure.
2 by 2 in the receivers. Now 1 man in motion left to right, so there's trips over that way. Now they throw back to the left side. Pass is caught right at midfield, and it's a catch for the Eagles, and it's number 3 versus number 6 on the bring down. So it's Fulton brought down by Blake at the 39, still shy of the marker, 3rd and about 3.
Chase Wiggins there as well for the Aces, but it is, as you said, 3rd down here. And it'll be 3rd and about 4 or so for Newton after that completion.
He was brought down in bounds, though, so the clock is running, 3:23 to go in the frame. Now trips to the left side, 2 receivers to the right, so 5 in pattern, empty backfield for Hayden Mulvey. He calls and gets a snap. I'm not sure somebody didn't leave earlier. There's a pass on the edge. It's caught. He gets it by the defender. Now he loses the football. It squirts loose, but I think Newton recovered it.
No, I think we did.
We did. Well, we do have it. It's Mount Carmel football. So the pass was caught. Then the receiver tried to stretch for extra yards. The ball either goes poked away or got away, and we picked it up. Fell on it at the 35-yard line. That's the 3rd Newton turnover of the night.
Yeah, that was a wild sequence, and now we'll have it at the 35. Partner, I'm not really sure that we didn't somehow pick that out of the air.
Okay, we might have.
If it didn't move around in the air. We'll find out. I'm going to take a look at it on replay as we go here. We'll see who came up with that ball.
So the Aces will take it over on down to the 35-yard line. One wide receiver left side, two to the right. In the shotgun is Dasher, and he's going to pull it back. And now power forward himself on the keeper near the marker. He may have the first down. Looks like he does. Crowder reacts over there. He's right at the 50, an 11-yard gain.
Yeah, you called it right, partner. They on that last play, the receiver caught it, and we knocked it loose. And Shane Metter comes up with a fumble recovery.
Wow, how about that, huh? And so an immediate poke away? Or?
Yeah, well, he caught it, took a few steps,
okay,
and then knocked it away.
So now Mount Carmel has a new set of downs after the first and 10 Pins Bowling Alley's first down. Line of scrimmage, the 45. Receivers both ways. Wing to the right. In fact, double wing set. Now Webb's in motion to the right side. Pistol look, and there is the pitch. Not a great grab by the ball carrier, but he has it. Full head of steam to the right side. On the catch that time, Eki Militoni. Kind of called it a little bit off his shoulder. Kept running, though. Gets down inside the 50 to the 48. Nice little pickup considering it wasn't a perfect play. Gain of about 6 or 7.
That wasn't the cleanest of plays, but it goes for 7. 2nd and 3 as the Aces move the chains and, more importantly, have the ball up 2 scores and working clock.
1:45 to go, third period. All right, let's see what happens here. Receivers are split. Wing left, one set back. Now the H-back slides in towards the left, from the left, and instead the ball carrier counters back to the left side.
Militoni
didn't need him as a blocker and move the chains. He got the first down. Line of scrimmage down to the Newton 44.
91 yards on 8 carries for Militoni tonight. First and 10 Pins Bowling Center first down.
And the Aces, of course, running that clock too. We're down to 1:15 to go in the third frame. The Aces again will utilize Kling as a wing to the right side. Couple of receivers. He slides in. Dasher barks the signals, gets the ball, keeps it himself, goes left side, tries to outrun the receivers, gets the first down and then some. Before he's knocked out of bounds, now near the 30-yard line, maybe inside that mark. Move the chains.
I'm telling you, River Dasher used a great stiff arm move. He made the decision to bounce that play to the outside, and also a good call there. Moves the chains. First and 10 for Mount Carmel up at the 33.
And they haven't started the clock yet. They will. 52.9 to go.
He went out of bounds, so I don't think they will.
So they did do that. Okay. But that's how much time's left. Less than a minute to go. Receivers both ways. And here is the handoff. Ball carrier now slides back to the right side, turns it up. And that was on the carry. It looks like getting up off the pile was Elliot Acree. We used him a whole bunch in the first half. Newton started to figure it out a little bit. We've gone to Militoni, now back to Acree. Nice little mix-up with those guys. Keeps Newton guessing a little bit. Line of scrimmage now, the 29. And it is 2nd down and 5, down to 20 seconds to go in the third period.
We will probably not take another snap.
Yeah, what's the play clock at? It's at 15, game clock at 13, so we don't need to, okay? So I guess that will do it for the third frame. Mount Carmel scored in this period. They've extended the lead, and we are down to 12 minutes to go. 3, 2, 1, that's the frame. Your scoreboard, brought to you by Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips, reads this at the end of 3 periods. Mount Carmel 19 and Newton 7, back in 30 seconds.
Are you ready for flu season? The Wabash County Health Department is proud to once again offer our drive-through flu shot clinic. Wednesday, October the 1st from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the Mount Carmel Public Utility Garage located at 410 South Mulberry Street in Mount Carmel. For more information or if you have questions, call the Wabash County Health Department at 618-263-3873. It's the Drive-Through Flu Shot Clinic, Wednesday, October 1st.
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. We move to the fourth quarter. The officials move the football to the other end, and we're set for the fourth period. Mount Carmel carries a 19-7 lead into the frame. Well, we'd like to Thank again our engineer tonight at the WSJD studios, Kevin McGinnis. Thank you very much, sir, for the fine work. And Kyle, you've got a good Wabash Valley College student with you tonight, huh?
Yeah, Jackson Kramer doing a good job for us on the camera, on the video stream up top. We appreciate that very much. Chance to check some scores around the area here. It's Paris 32, Lawrenceville 7, the third quarter just ending there. So 32-7, Paris over Lawrenceville in the fourth. Check some more as we go.
I'm going to get out here on the stoop now. We're down to this end of the field.
Watch out for the footballs that the cheerleaders are throwing into the
please
stands
don't hit me.
out
I'm
there.
liable to get knocked down. Aces go right to left. Receivers split. Kling in motion, left to right from wing back. Dasher in the shotgun. Acre gets the call from running back, cuts it right. Newton responds. Still a little bit of a gain, maybe one, but not much. To around, the official does move up to about the 27.5. And it's second down and 5.
And again, it's just been a hard time here in the second half for Acre, but he is closing in on 100 yards. That was carry 17 for him tonight, up to 92 yards.
That would be his second consecutive 100-yard night if he eclipses that mark. Let's see what Dasher does here. He keeps it himself, plows upfield, breaks it open. He's down to the 15, down to the 10. He's going to score the touchdown. A 28-yard jaunt up the middle for River Dasher. Touchdown, and Mount Carmel leads 25-7, and we are 40 seconds into the fourth period.
Wow, what an explosive run by River Dasher, 28 yards downfield. And speaking about being a 100-yard rusher, how about River Dasher getting his first 100-yard rushing night of his career on his 15th carry. 115 yards tonight for Dasher, over 300 on the ground for the Aces tonight. And they now have a 25-7 lead.
Aces Extra Points brought to you by Mabry Auto Body and Paint, 214 South Market in Mount Carmel. And we're going to go for two. And there's a run to the left side, and nope, not even close. We're going to get stacked up at about the 8-yard line on that run. So it did not work, and we'll take a look at that scoreboard. At least we've got a little more breathing room on that scoreboard.
Shoo.
Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard now reads Mount Carmel 25, Newton 7, back in 30 seconds.
One of the things we want all of our customers to make sure of is that if you do install a generator, make sure that you have a properly functioning transfer switch. And a transfer switch will make sure that the generator is disconnected from utility service, and that protects your equipment and also protects all of our crews working on the line. If a generator is not hooked up correctly, it can send power back through that transformer, and then it can be high voltage in a dangerous situation.
Well, the Mount Carmel Golden Aces have a little breathing room now. They have hiked the lead over Newton to 25-7 now. And they'll be kicking off to the Eagles from right to left. And as much as Newton likes to throw the ball anyway, they're going to have to step it up at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe start airing it out a little bit more instead of possession passing. We'll see. It will be Mr. Wiggins, I presume, on the kick. He bounds it downfield inside the 30. 27 picked up there by the Newton back. And a little bit of a return out to around the 34. That's where the Eagles will take over. Call it 32, I guess, where they're going to mark it.
Well, the Eagles are going to need 3 scores in 11 minutes and change. And so, as you said, partner, they're going to have to dial up the intensity here. You know, Newton, I don't think, Scott, has carried the football one time in the second half. 3 carries, 2 yards net. Every play they've run in the second half has been a pass.
And they've also turned the ball over 3 times tonight. Mount Carmel has turned it over 2 times, so there have been 5 turnovers by both these squads tonight. Mount Carmel's had a boatload of penalties on offense. One personal foul during all of this.
Had a face mask penalty in there. Had a block in the back on the opening kickoff.
And still, we've got a 25-7 lead. Now, the Eagles go left to right in the shot. Oh, it's going to get drilled. He's tried to shuffle the pass off. Is that a fumble or not?
They're going to say incomplete pass.
Mulvey just kind of got rid of the ball, pretended like it was a shuffle pass just to unload it and not get sacked, and they say incomplete pass.
And there is going to be intentional grounding.
Okay,
I was wondering if that was not going to happen.
Yeah, he was just He was dead to rights. Mount Carmel had rushed, and the hole created itself, so he had nothing to do. He didn't want to take the hit, so he just kind of pushed the ball forward in some direction to look like a shuffle pass.
Problem was it was a shuffle pass to
a
lineman. You can't do that. So second down, it is a loss of down penalty, so it'll be second down and about 15 here.
So let's see what the Eagles do here. They're going to send trips to the left side, one wide out to the right. There is a setback.
Timeout here, Newton.
Yeah, so the Eagles apparently, they looked a little confused. The quarterback was pointing this way and that way, so they apparently need to get their signal straight, and we will take the timeout. It's brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. It's Mount Carmel 25, Newton 7, back in 30.
75 years in doing what we do is beyond unusual. Our genesis back in the 40s, doing stabilization and still focusing on that here today is very, very unusual. I'm really proud that we have 75 years in this industry and still focus on getting better every day. That experience has propelled us. We carry it forward. In other words, we haven't lost the experience that was gained early on in the beginnings of the company. And we still have that knowledge base to draw from. And that's what just keeps making us better.
Mount Carmel with its biggest lead of the night, an 18-point margin over Newton here in the fourth period, 25-7. We still have plenty of time, though, 11:09 to go. I've got to say, about the longest first minute of the fourth quarter we've done in a while.
That it has been.
We've had intentional grounding. We've had a touchdown. We've had all kinds of stuff. Now there's Mulvey throwing the ball incomplete, a little too high for one of the backs in the flats over there. He was looking for Wolf, incomplete, and it'll be third down now.
Yeah, just a ball I don't think that Mulvey got either a good grip on or kind of felt like he needed to rush that throw a little bit, but two straight incomplete passes plus the intentional grounding. 3rd and 15 now for Newton. The incomplete pass does stop the clock as we approach 9 o'clock.
You know, Kyle, we haven't talked about one of our athletic teams. How about the Lady Aces volleyball team in first place, all of themselves in the early going here in the LIC?
If I'm right, it's Marshall and Robinson they have beaten in volleyball action. Robinson, the latest victim in LIC play.
Here is Mulvey, wants to throw. He's flushed, getting out. He's got some open running room if he wants it. Tries to get to the edge, does. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at around the 30, 31-yard line. Still more than 10 yards away from the marker, and it'll be fourth down. Yeah, the Lady Aces are the only 2-0 team in the conference right now. There's a lot of games left, but a good start by Mount Carmel in that LIC volleyball race.
Timeout here, too.
All right, we'll take it. I guess we might as well. Huh? What do you think? Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel, your leader. It's 25-7. We're back in 30.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Mount Carmel. Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same: to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
All right, we have clarification on the timeout being called, Kyle.
Yeah, an injury timeout. I missed that. That was all the way down over on the Mount Carmel side of the field. I didn't even see that we had anybody down at that point.
Apparently it was over near the sideline, so now we didn't get, have no idea who that was. We'll try to find out later. Of course, we'll visit with Michael Brewer after the game. So that's fourth down. Newton's going to give up the football anyway. Mount Carmel drops a man back at the 35. There's the snap. And the kick away, and it is on target. Oh, it bounces away from Metter and goes out of bounds, I think.
Yeah, it does.
So they call it 35 yards on the punt, no return. And where will they put the football? Somewhere around the 30-yard line is where Mount Carmel will take over. Well, now we are in whittle the clock mode down.
Waste it away.
Yep. We're getting rid of the clock now. We've run the football pretty well tonight. Now's the time to do it, that's for sure. And we have plenty of time to kill, by the way. 10:49 left in this one. Well, Newton, if it stays like this, will fall to 1-3. Mount Carmel, if it stays like this, will win their second game in a row and go to 2-0 in the conference. And by the end of tonight, there will not be 4 teams tied for first in the conference. The most there could be would be 3. Because Marshall and Olney are playing tonight. Somebody will get their first loss. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. There's River Dasher, and he's going to hand it off. Shane Metter's going to take the ball. He gets to the edge, still on his feet, spins with a tackler with him. Kind of a pirouette move for that duo, and out near the 40-yard line.
All right, just a good run by Metter. We haven't called his name a lot tonight. He's caught a couple of passes and had one jet sweep run to his credit, but gets about 7 yards on that play.
So it's second down, line of scrimmage, the 38-yard line. And I believe, Kyle, the score you gave me earlier was Olney was in control against Marshall? Or?
It was 28-13, and
not totally.
Haven't seen an update on that in a bit. This
There's
is
a
Metter
nice
again.
run, a nice counter back to the right side, gets near midfield of that run, good enough for a big first down to the 47, and they move the chains, and we whittle the clock a little more. And nice chunk.
Call it 9 on the play, I do believe. So first and 10.
So Shane, quite the design kid, huh? In your class at the college,
Yeah.
I happened to come in and I had to judge. What did I have to judge? A quick look at graphics design.
The graphics, yeah. He and that whole crew that come out.
That whole crew was great, but Shane had a very intriguing graphic design. He's got a future there, doesn't he?
Mount Carmel High School Business Communications class under the direction of Brianna Witzman.
There is Elliot Acree with a call. Scoots outside to the right, across midfield into Newton territory to the 47. Big chunk. And it'll be about second and call it 4.
We've got Acree now at 98 yards after that.
So he's now near the 1,900-yard mark. He's closing in on that 2,000 plateau for his career. Spans parts of 3 seasons. We're down to 9 minutes to go in this one. So the Aces send Red Andrews out wide to the left side. Receivers are split left and right. And here is the running back now. That's Eki Militoni. He pushes hard to the marker, gets the yardage on a nice push inside the 45 to the 43.5. And they move the chains again.
Another first down for Mount Carmel, and Eki Militoni also closing in on a 100-yard night.
Newton has 2 timeouts remaining. Mount Carmel has all of theirs. 8:30 to go in this one.
Striving to find 3 guys over 100 yards tonight on the ground. Militoni's at 96, Acree's at 98, Dasher's already there at 115.
How about that, huh? That doesn't happen all that often. Now Metter checks out wide left with Andrews. Metter's a slot man. Wing to the right, and more of an H-back is Kling. And here is almost a quick snap to Militoni, but instead the quarterback Dasher keeps it, and he gets over the 40 to the 38-yard line. It'll be second down and about 5 on the play.
Yeah, just a nice little play. Dasher takes it, follows the blockers, gets 5. More importantly, continues to move that clock.
All right, here come the Aces to the line. Dasher with Acree behind him. And the shotgun. Kling slides, H-back right, wide out in the slot or that way. And there was a nice big hole. Ball carrier's got the first down. That's Elliot Acree on another carry. That'll put him over the 100 mark as he gets inside the 35 to the 32.
6-yard gain for Acree, 104 on the night.
So that's 2 backs over 100. Well, let's get that third one. Who do we need now?
Militoni needs 4 more by my count.
Okay. Now let's see if Eki gets the call here. Now they're starting to probably watch the clock and to let it wind down a little bit. Use some time. We're down to 20 on the play clock and only 6:51 to go in the game.
Agonizing seconds ticking away for Eagle fans hoping for a miracle comeback.
In the shotgun is River Dasher. And this time he hands it off to Akery again. Spins his way, hangs onto the football. Boy, Newton almost got it away. Final spin takes him inside the 30 to the 29. He's still about 7 yards away, second down. Mount Carmel leads 25-7. They've got touchdowns tonight from Elliot Akery, Owen Blake, Jackson Kling, and River Dasher.
Update on that Olney Marshall game. It is now out of hand. Olney 43, Marshall 13 in the fourth.
What'd you see? Last week they scored 50 unanswered points after falling behind Paris.
Well, it was 28-13 in the second quarter, so they have shut out Marshall in the second half.
Trips to the right side, a wing back that way too, and here is Dasher. Calls the signals, keeps it himself, plows forward. Oof. Nope, now Newton comes back up to really kind of pummel him there. He goes down after a short gain. It's going to be third and a little bit longer than the last few possessions, down to the 26-yard line. About 5 to go, if not 6. The main thing is the clock is running and we're down near the 5-minute mark, 5:17 to go. We'll visit with Michael Brewer after the game and talk this one over. So stick around for that, and we'll also have final stats and final score from around the league if we've got any. The first conference night where all 8 teams are playing at the same time. Dasher points Kling, direction to the right. He wants him to go, and there's Seki Militoni with a run to the right side. He's good for 100. He breaks it free, and he might score.
Yes.
Touchdown, Militoni. And he's certainly over 100 yards now with a 26-yard touchdown run, and it's 31-7.
Militoni, 26 yards on that play, had a 54-yard run earlier, 122 for the night. Third back over 100 yards for the Aces, and the Aces, in essence, just put that game away.
Yep. Now the Mabry Auto Bodies point after attempt. This one is in the books now with 4:45 to go. Here comes the snap. Ball down, the kick away, and it is through the uprights, and it is good. And that increases the lead now with 4:45 to go. It's Mount Carmel 32 and Newton 7. That's the way the Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard looks. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around.
Well, we're playing out the string in this one now. Mount Carmel has continued to build the lead. It was 19-7 at the end of the third period. The Aces scored 13 unanswered here in the fourth, and now they lead 32-7. And the Aces will be kicking off from right to left. We'll see if Newton declares uncle at this point.
Well, hard finding scores tonight. I can tell you that the KZ Robinson game is 30-something to 14 in favor of KZ.
Short kick down by the return man at the 35-yard line. And on the return for Newton was Grayson Lingefelter, number 20. So, yep, we are playing out the string in this one. Mount Carmel will improve to 2-2 in the year, 2-0 in the LIC, so they'll remain tied for first place in the conference. And Paris calls next week for homecoming. Here come the Eagles. Let's see if they made changes at quarterback, or they're going to stay with Mulvey. And yes, they do. Receiver to the left. 2 to the right, wing to the right, Mulvey alone. There's the pitch. And there's, is that Fulton, I think? Quincy Fulton? Nope. Yep, that's Quincy Fulton. And he's down to the 36 after a gain of 1, second down. Well, luckily, the Fultons did not take over the game. They threatened to it a couple times. But Mount Carmel was always there on defense to make something happen. That's despite making some mistakes that really hurt us on offense. You've heard Michael Burr say it every week. We got to clean that up.
Yep.
And I think that still applies. We haven't cleaned it up yet.
Just been able to get away with it.
Yep. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. There's the pitch. Left side, ball carrier trying to find some running room and finds a little, not much. On the carry that time for the Aces, that's for the Eagles, is Quincy Fulton again. Called the 39-yard line. He's got about 6 to go, and it's third down. And the clock is running, 3:42 to go. Newton just wants to establish something here and get something going. And if it happens now in a game that's over, that's fine. They just want to get something out of this night. Throwing has not really worked for them tonight. Thank goodness, huh? Trips to the right, 2 receivers left, 5 in pattern, and here is Mulvey. Backs up, wants to throw, does flip to the shorts to the left side. And is it caught over there?
It is, yep.
Yes, first down too, by the way. And on the catch is Dexter Fulton, and he looks to be, well, I thought he might be shaken up as he got up. He's kind of walking off a little on the gingerly side.
A little gassed, if nothing else, out there.
So they mark him at the 49. That was a first down play. First and 10 for Newton at their own 49. The clock is running now, 2:57 to go. Aces up by 25.
Only leading Marshall in the fourth quarter, 43-13. Paris leading Lawrenceville in the fourth, 38-7.
And here Mount Carmel has a lead of 32-7.
It's 31-14 KZ over Robinson in the fourth.
And here now is Mulvey, pulls it back, throws it over the top and downfield, trying to race underneath of the receiver, incomplete, down and around the 20-yard line.
How many pass attempts do you think Hayden Mulvey has had tonight?
Well, I'll just guess 30 and go from there.
35.
Holy moly. And 35. How many has he completed?
Well, give me a minute.
I don't think it's a ton.
15.
Really? 15 out of 35. And what's your yardage count, sir?
158.
Well, okay, that ends up a lot higher than I thought. He was in the 50s for a long time. .230 to go in this one. And here is Mulvey. They're in on him. Hot pursuit. He gets rid of the ball underneath, and the pass is, well, caught and then dropped. Let's see if they give him a catch. Yep, incomplete. And that was for Oldham at around the 40-yard line of Mount Carmel. So that stops everything on the incomplete pass. And it's third down. 2:24 left. Mount Carmel led 7-0 at the end of the first period.
Did have a score update earlier, too, partner. Benton and DuQuoin were tied at 7 in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's going to be a good little ball game. Boy, this Benton club is loaded this year, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's saying they should beat DuQuoin. DuQuoin is ranked, both of them are ranked down. DuQuoin in 2A, Benton in 3A. And now Mulvey flushed out of the pocket. They're in on him. 3 players. He just dumps it out of the backfield. There was a receiver close enough, though, that won't be grounding. Intended for Wolf, but it's fourth down. And the clock stops. We're left with 2:18 to go. So 7-0 at the quarter break. It was 13-7 at halftime. 19-7 at the end of third at 3. And now 32-7. So the Aces have scored the last 18 to 19 points of the ball game.
Timeout.
All right, we'll take it to then. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel headed for the win It's 32-7 back in 30.
Corporate America Family Credit Union at 1011 Oak Street in Mount Carmel is ready to serve you with the financial tools you need for your life's journey. Our staff consists of friends and neighbors from our community, here to serve you like family. We offer a full line of financial services, including new and used vehicle loans, home loans, checking and savings accounts, access to no surcharge ATMs, 24/7 account access, and more. Call or visit us today. Corporate America Family Credit Union, empowering financial success.
Don't forget, we'll visit with Michael Brewer here just minutes after the game. We're in Newton, where the Aces are headed for the win.
Just as we give you some scores, more scoring. Olney now leads Marshall 50-13 in the fourth quarter. Paris leading Lawrenceville 48-7 in the fourth, and it has gone final. DuQuoin 17, Benton 7.
Oh,
final.
Wow, how about that? Oh, that I think a lot of people would think that's an upset.
And that makes the Aces look a little better, too.
Yes, it does. Who did Benton play from the LIC? Robinson, wasn't it? Yes.
Yes.
Man in motion. Here is Mulvey. Swing pass to the man in motion. That was Wolf. He catches it. It's drilled right down and dropped it around the 49 after a reception of 1 yard.
And a turnover on downs because that was fourth down.
And nice tackle by Paul Ray Garrett, and Mount Carmel takes over now. They can knee it out from here. 2:07 to go. Mount Carmel will take over at its own 49-yard line. And this thing is over now.
Well, not much more we need. River Dasher through the air, completed 4 of the 6 he threw for 55 yards and a touchdown. Did have an interception, but we've ran the ball for 376 yards for a total of 431 tonight. Newton rushed the ball for 9 total yards on 6 carries.
The third straight game we've held the opposition to well under 60 yards, I guess, the last 3 weeks.
Single digits the last 2.
2, yeah.
For the most part.
And now the handoff. Ball carrier is stacked up. No, broke it free and plows forward to the 45. Boy, that turned into a nice little gain that time.
Paul Ray Garrett.
Nice job by Mr. Garrett. Second and about 4. Inside Newton territory at the 45, and we're inside 2 minutes in this game. 1:47 left. Last year, the Aces started out 0-2 and made their way back to the playoffs. This year, we're having to do the same thing, and, well, so far, so good on the comeback. Started out 0-2 and now are winning our second straight. And there is a handoff. Is that Garrett again on the carry? Man gets a little closer to the marker. We also have a new quarterback in the game. Am I right on that? All right, let me double check. Get my binoculars on it.
Timeout for an injury.
Okay.
Aces player down.
Yeah, I think I saw Jack Keepus.
Yep, it might be.
He's in at quarterback. He's listed as a DB and a running back. Maybe he is. 5'11", 150. Let's see if at number 18, quarterbacks here following the timeout.
He is out there, yep.
Yep. Well, let's see who else is out there. I see Auburn Hogeiger out there. And
well, Paul Ray Garrett might be the injured Aces player on the play. He is, and he will get some help off to the sidelines.
Carter Pyatt is out there. And hey, what about the story about Sam Strockbine back, huh? That's pretty good. How about that? Michael was playing it cool. Michael Brewer, I think he didn't want to say anything. Maybe you knew, or maybe he wasn't sure. Well, maybe it was a game time decision, but Sam knew it the whole time, didn't he, in that interview? He was coming in, and he did.
Worst kept secret on the planet.
These always are in small towns. Everybody but the announcers know.
Right.
I don't even try to guess people's mind. I want them to be surprised. Yeah, and by the way, Garrett took the handoff from number 18, a new quarterback in the game for the Aces. His first time at QB on the varsity team, Jack Keepus.
Partner, I thought that was...
or was it?
Well, it is Keepus, but I think that might have been John Adams, 33, on the carry, because I think Paul Gray Garrett went out on injury in that last play.
You told me. Yeah. So how about, hey, how you doing, Michael?
Lawrenceville Paris score is 48-7 Paris in the fourth.
Okay. Yeah.
Olney leads Marshall 50-13 in the fourth.
Down to 27 seconds to go in the game.
Kneel it out.
This will be the last play.
We just kneeled it out.
Oh, we did. Okay. Mike Mandrell, even before I looked up on the binocs. Mike Mandrell was checking with scores as he heads out of the press box downstairs. And we're going to count this thing down. And Mount Carmel will be 2-2 on the year and still in first place, at least a share of it, in the Little Illini Conference at 2-0. The final score tonight. Let's take a look at that Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. The horn sounds. Mount Carmel, your winner. Aces 32, Newton 7. Back with the postgame show in 2 minutes.
Wabash Valley College and the Wabash Valley Arts Council kick off this year's Performing Arts Series with a special road performance by country legend Dotsy in Albion, September 28th. Dotsy of Hee Haw, the Porter Wagner Show, and RFD TV will perform in the special performance at the Edwards County Fairgrounds Exhibition Hall, Sunday, September 28th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 and available by phone at 618-263-5164 or scan the QR code on your screen.
Buy Low is Mount Carmel's local grocery destination, proudly serving the community with fresh products, friendly faces, and great deals every week. From our fresh deli and bakery to a wide variety of produce, fresh cut meat selections, and even an Ace Hardware, we've got everything you need, all close to home. Stay updated on all the savings at myiga.com or follow us on Facebook at Mount Carmel Buy Low for the latest specials. Shop local, save big at Buy Low, Mount Carmel's hometown store.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Lease your new 2024 Hornet at Steve Faulkner Automotive before the end of the month. Now is your best deal. Lease the 2024 Hornet for 2 years, 10,000 miles per year for only $19.39 a month. See Steve Faulkner Auto for details today. Drive into fall with Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Jeep Wrangler for as low as $292 a month and a 2025 Ram 1500 with 1.9% financing for 72 months. Come in today or go to stevefaulknerautomotive.com.
The final score here tonight in Jasper County, the Mount Carmel Golden Aces improved to 2-2 on the year and 2-0 in the Little Illini Conference with a 32-7 conference win at Newton. Mount Carmel scored the first time it had the football. Things looked rosy then. Elliot Acree, big, strong part of that first drive, scored from 12 yards out with 6:43 to go in the first period of play. The Chase Wiggins kick made it 7-0. Things didn't go smoothly the rest of the half, though Mount Carmel did get a second score and an 18-yard pass catch from Owen Blake. The pass from Dasher worked for 6, but the point after failed. 8:09 to go in the second period. It was 13-0. Newton scored before. They scored in the second period on a 39-yard pass. No, the third period, right? Yes, on a 39-yard pass play to Fulton. I forgot to write down whether it was which one it was, Quincy or Dexter. Dexter, okay. The kick by Will made it to 13-7. And we were a little worried then, 10-19 to go in the third. Then Mount Carmel answered on a 3-yard run for the Aces. So the run for the 2-point failed. 6:16 to go in the third. Aces a little more breathing room. It's now 19-7. Then we had those 2 scores in the fourth quarter that completely put it out of range for Newton. A 28-yard run, nicely done, right up the middle by River Dasher, the sophomore quarterback. The 2-point run failed. 11:20 in the fourth. We began to feel good about it. Then we took control on a 20-yard run by Militoni, and that put him over the 100-yard mark. The third back to do so, as Kyle will tell you here in just a minute. Wiggins' kick with 4:45 to go in the fourth accounted for the final, 32-7. Newton falls to 1-3 on the year and 0-2 in the conference.
Here's a look at the stats in this one. Mount Carmel rushes for 384 yards tonight. 13, 33, 40, 50, 53 carries for 384 yards. Did I
Wow.
do? Let me do that again. 10, 13 plus 20 is 33.
Okay.
17
50
is 53. 53
Wow.
carries for 384 yards. We also go 4 of 6 through the air for 55 more for a total of 439 yards of offense. 3 players rush for over 100 yards by my count. Eki Militoni, 10 carries for 122 and a touchdown. Elliott Acree, the workhorse, 20 carries, 106 yards and a score. River Dasher carried it 17 times for 123 and a touchdown. Jackson Kling had 1 carry for a score for 3 yards. Paul Ray Garrett had a couple of runs late for 8. Shane Metter had 3 carries for 22 yards. Dasher 4 of 6 through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 pick for 55 yards, 3 completions to Shane Metter for 30, 1 for Militoni for 14. Owen Blake caught the touchdown pass for 18 yards. Newton carried the ball a total of 6 times, 6, for a total of 9 yards. But they threw the ball a whole lot more than that. 38 times Hayden Mulvey went to the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I know you like to hear me count. 15 of 38 through the air for 159 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. 168 yards of total offense tonight for Newton as the Aces come away with a win.
Michael Brewer finishing with the huddle, the postgame huddle with the team. He's making his way up here. How about the Mount Carmel Public Utility electrifying play of the game? I think I know what you'll pick.
You do.
The one I like to. The one that gave us at least breathing room on the scoreboard. It wasn't, we needed more before the end. But so what about this one right here?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, I do too.
All right, so we're going to name the official electrifying play of the game. How about the 18-yard throw from the sophomore quarterback River Dasher to Owen Blake? With 8:09 to go in the second period, gave us a 13-0 lead at the time.
And wasn't that play on 4th down?
I think so.
I believe it was a pass on 4th down, and Blake got his feet down in the back of the end zone to haul it in. 2-score game, and that was huge.
Yeah, tough throw in the back of the end zone. You're looking through traffic. You know you're in the back of the end zone. You're worried about where you are in the end zone. Always a tough play and a tough reception for high school kids, and Owen Blake made it look easy. And the Aces went on to win 32-7. That is our Mount Carmel Public Utility electrifying play of the game.
Here's the coach.
All right, Michael Brewer is up here to visit with us. And, Coach, thank you very much for the time. Thank you. Congratulations on the win.
Hey, thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.
So a lot of things went better, and I know probably there's a couple things you're still concerned about. I know we had some penalties and mistakes still in that offense. It's incredible sometimes. You know, John Gates used to always, week 4 would be Flora. He would all the time tell me, we're going to play Salem next week. It's week 5. It's the game of the year, and we aren't ready. Not that you're to that level, but you never stop. There's always stuff that's got to be cleaned up, no matter what part of the year.
Yeah, no, that's the truth, and we talk about all the different things that we need to continue to work on. I mean, yeah, you said it, man. We have too many penalties. So I don't know what to say other than we're going to keep working on it and talking about it and hounding the kids that, hey, you know, elbows and hands inside and, you know, reset your hands when a guy's moving. There's just say it till we're blue in the face. But some of the other stuff, too, we had a false start. We had a face mask, and those were legitimate penalties that we just can't have.
Yeah.
Offensively, just too many mistakes. Better in the second half. Cleaned some of it up and just we were a little bit more consistent on the up front, and man, did we play well on defense.
Well, I was going to say, let's talk about your kids up front.
Yeah.
The third straight team in a row, it doesn't even approach 100 yards. Robinson 7, and what did Newton get tonight? Single digits, I think. Is this 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, it may have been, but so they don't attempt a lot of runs. But, man, I am just so pleased with how we defended the pass. I mean, 24 is a really, really good player. We tried to eliminate him and take him away. I don't know how many catches he ended up with, but 3 was the other guy, the Dexter.
Dexter, yeah.
You know, and you saw him get loose one time, and that's all it takes.
Yep.
So they have
could change the whole ball game.
Yeah, both of those two are just so explosive and can cause so many problems. To hold them to 7, I thought pretty darn good. So we had pressure up front at times there late. We got pressure, and then I was just really, really pleased with how we covered in the back end because that's been the biggest area, that we've needed to get fixed. I thought Chase Wiggins was fantastic. He should have had a little bit of help on the one slant, but again, he's got to secure that tackle. But other than that, he was pretty well flawless. He was excellent in coverage tonight, and so really, really happy with the back end and how we covered. And I think that was probably one of the areas that we've been focused on the most. So that is good to see.
And you got Sam Strockbein back out there.
Well, he didn't get in tonight. He was on the sideline. 52? He was on there. He was over there and dressed. No, I didn't let him go in.
Okay.
He wasn't real happy with me, but
well, he was flat convinced he was going in.
Yeah. No, he was asking.
That was Braden, wasn't it, out there?
Braden Mason, yeah, it's 52. So he was asking. He's wanting to go in, but tonight wasn't the night. So
okay. Well, Coach, here you go. We've been here before where we've got two games back after that 0-2 start, and take it from here. We got Paris next week.
Yeah. Yep. So. We'll just take them one at a time. At this point, we have a lot to work on, and we're going to keep working on it and pushing and trying to be the best team, best version of us we can be. And we'll go see what Paris has for us and see if we can't get better this week.
And it'll be homecoming. It's always a good time to be an ace. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Coach.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Scott.
That is Aces coach Michael Brewer. The Aces a winner tonight, 32-7 to get back to the 500 mark on this year and stay in at least a tie of how many teams? Well, it could either be 2 or 3 at 2-0 atop the LIC standings. And our thanks always with the coach for coming up here, making the long walk up here. And we are set for homecoming football next week, huh? It's going to be okay. Also has some scores for you, too. I think Kyle's working on that or getting some final stats, trying to track ups and up. He's trying to a lot here.
Trying to get that all together for
you.
Keep
his college crew here online. He only had one guy to worry about tonight, Jackson.
Yeah,
he can handle it.
He's doing a great job up there. Casey beats Robinson tonight. I believe that game has gone final 38-14. Paris beats Lawrenceville 48-7. And just now going final is Olney beating Marshall 56-19.
56-19.
56-19. So they do kind of put it to them late. And again, Olney, Paris, and Casey, your victors in the conference tonight.
All right. Thank you very much, fans, for being with us. We appreciate it. Hope it was a good night for you, too. We had fun bringing it your way, and the Aces are a winner, and that's, of course, the most important thing. 32-7 is the final over the Newton Eagles next week. Don't forget, Paris in town for homecoming. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock a week from tonight at the Snake Pit. 1-hour pregame show begins at 6. And, by the way, when's the replay of this game on?
It will be Monday night at 7 p.m.
And that's on News Channel 15.
You got it.
All right. Thank you very much for being with us now for Kyle Peach. And for all of us here, including our videographers and board ops and everybody else, again, the final score, Mount Carmel 32, Newton 7. Until next week, so long, everybody.